good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all that stuff. Here's a little messy. It's okay. It's charmingly messy. That's the level of messiness I'll actually accept. What's going on, everyone? How y'all doing? You look beautiful today. You're so amazing. If you're unfamiliar with me, I go by Mechanical Beanstalk. I'm a variety streamer who tries to do more off-the-radar games if possible. Stuff that is, ones that have very strong modded community or just the community in general. We have indie games, just stuff that kind of has not been under the radar in a while, so off the radar, right? Stream Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday morning. Today we're actually going to be streaming. It's not really off the radar. It has still a pretty strong following. I mean, Warhammer 40,000 has like a very strong upsurge in the last few years or so, especially ever since Space Marine 2 came out, right? Like everyone's getting into Warhammer 40,000. But yeah, we're playing Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader, right? It's based off of the Warhammer 40,000 setting, but also the Rogue Trader pen and paper RPG of the same name, right? You are a swashbuckling merchant prince with unchecked power in the flying around in space, right? In a the far off future, a grim dark setting. Life is cheap. You make money, and it's fun. It's pretty cool. I personally like the setting for. I like the grimdark nature and kind of like there's like horror aspects to it, but there's also this kind of like over the top ridiculous stuff like buying a spacesuit for your horse so you can ride your horse in space, like that sort of thing, right? So like I love that side of 40k. I call it the BDU factor of a setting. It's the big dumb universe factor. It's not it that is a compliment. Just letting you know, I love Warhammer 40,000 like incredibly. So, but yeah, the more well-rounded a setting's BDU factor is, the more I love it, and Warhammer 40,000 really takes the cake. But yeah, let's load it up while we talk. Warhammer 40,000. What did we do last time? So from the start of the campaign, the main villain of this setting hasn't really made an appearance for a while, has he? But I'm gonna have to have some water. But what's going on? Since the campaign started, we were the backstory we have is that we're playing a Space Viking king. His name is King 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊𝖗 Hodd, from the family Valenci of a kind of like a Space Viking planet, right? Was destroyed by some chaos cultists, and he was among the last people surviving of his planet. But just so happens that after that time, he was reintegrated into a greater noble rogue trader family. That's when he started off. His cousin, who was running the family up until that point, was assassinated. We still don't know specifically how she died, but apparently there is a way you can actually solve her murder. I don't know if I haven't really been focusing on that, but yeah, we been traveling around the section of space called the Kronos Expanse, I believe it is, and we're trying to fortify our space empire, and we've been doing a pretty good job so far. We made we put engines on a moon of one of our planets, and we put a shrine on said planet, and we had the moon take off, leave orbit, and go spread the good word of the Empire's deity, the God Emperor of mankind. So totally a successful mission, I would say. Yeah, mostly we just been like fortifying some stuff. We got kidnapped by dark elves for a while. We killed said dark elves. We rescued ourselves. Only a tiny little bit of trauma, not a whole lot of trauma, right? And what else? There's other rogue trader families. We've been trying to diplomacy. We had so much diplomacy. We just threw our diplomacy at them, right? There is the Winter Scale Rogue Trader household. There's the Winter Scale Rogue Trader household, right? There was also the there's the Korda Road Trader Dynasty, right? The Winter Scale one, they're kind of on the down low. Their power is kind of waning. At one point, they were like very, very strong. So role playing wise, I was kind of thinking I'd diplomacy up them. I'd save the heir to their dynasty, and hopefully maybe I can, politic them into giving away the majority of their power to me, the king, right? Because that's how we're gonna one of the reasons how we're gonna fortify this area of space, right? The Korda dynasty was. Let me turn this down just a little bit. That is really loud. The Korda dynasty is very strong ties to the church. There is a area of space, there's a space station between the borders of the Imperium of Man, which the main empire, and the kind of frontier space where we're kind of in right now. It's kind of like a neutral ground where the strongest rogue trader is supposed to control or have power, but she kind of took it over. The Inquisitor kind of helped her out, and she kind of got a little bit crazy. We need the space station to be stable, right? Because this is where most of the power and influence and supplies are going to come from the Imperium, right? So, nobody important. Hey, what's going on? Good morning, nobody. Good evening, fellow traveler. Who is your day? How was your day? Who is my day? My day is goes by Sunday. How was my day? My day has been good so far. Still kind of waking up. Had my coffee. Have some bacon. I've been having. My wife got a service called Imperfect Produce, where they send you like a discounted food that is not quite, looks a little ugly, but they get a little bit of a discount. But she has it auto delivered, and she had it on bacon, amongst other things, right? So we've been having a lot of bacon. I need to cut back on that a little bit because that is not good for me, and I need to eat healthier. That's okay. I think she's calling me. Give me 1 second. Uno momento, guys. Let me put this on. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. Let me put 1 second. Pause. Yes, pause. We're about to meet with the Lord Inquisitor. I'll go over the specifics on it. But I think my wife is calling me. Give me 1 second, guys. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second, guys. Heading back. Hello, guys. I'm back. Thank you very much for waiting. I appreciate it. My keyboard is broken. Oh, no! Keyboard is broken. That's okay. No worries. I'll only slightly hold it against you. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so did I do it? Did I miss anything else in the recap? Oh, yeah. So, like, the Korda dynasty, what was it? Septa Korda? What was her? The heir to the Korda dynasty. She went kind of crazy. We had to stabilize this space station. So we lured her into a trap where she doesn't have all these these guards around her, or at least a little bit less. We fought her, we killed her. Essentially we're taking over the space station along with the Inquisition. And now the Lord Inquisitor. So the Inquisition is kind of like the semi-secret police. It's the space CIA of the Imperium. And they have, again, it's another agent that is supposed to have unchecked, power within the Imperium and within the area. My guy, King 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊𝖗 Hodd, he, as being a rogue trader, he has unchecked power, but it's supposed to be more when you're outside the borders of the Imperium, because you're supposed to be like a what do you call it? A pathfinder, someone who establishes laws itself outside of the Imperium. So you're supposed to have unchecked power. The Lord Inquisitors have unchecked power within the Imperium. Lord Inquisitors are highly respected, very influential people that can influence other Inquisitors, right? So this is going to be a very interesting meeting. The topic of I killed his potentially favorite rogue trader might come up. We'll see what happens. Actually, you know what? We'll do. Let's level up really quick. I'm sure he'll see the practicality of it, because he just wants what's best for this area of space. I would assume. I don't know. I think we've heard some weird stuff about him throughout the quest line, right? What was it? I can't remember the specifics. We've heard stuff that kind of not brings his competency into doubt, but kind of more his potential, his judgment, I would say. Okay, so the king, we're dual wielder melee. We also, I think we're trying to get more of a berserker stat, so we're trying to get more hit points and more damage per loss of hit points. I think that's how we're trying to build him as we get towards the end of the game. Let's see, we got Poised Strike. The assassin makes an enemy suffer -12 armor and -3 deflection until the end of the assassin's turn. If there's only one enemy adjacent to them, the assassin also gains +12 dodge until the assassin's next turn. If there's no enemies adjacent to assassin, they gain +8 dodge reduction until the next turn. Interesting. Is that based on the agility? Okay. Interesting. Let's see what else we got. We got feigning. The assassin's next single target attack will have a penalty of 50% armor penetration penalty with a minimum of 0 armor penetration and +10 lethality. Lethality. That's a specific assassin parameter that is equal to dodge or dodge reduction, whichever is higher. If this is a melee attack, the target rotates 180 degrees. The enemy's dodge and parry against the assassin's attack is equal to 0 until the start of this enemy's next turn. That's actually not that bad. There's been a lot of enemies that have like very high dodge but very low armor. So actually feigning attack might be good. If this is a melee attack, the target rotates 180 degrees. The enemy's dodge and parry against the assassin's attack is equal to 0 until the start of the enemy's turn. That's not bad. Because you could use, it's 1 AP feigning attack, and then I think you could probably use a secondary attack. So it goes, it reduces, so okay, this single attack will have 50% armor penetration, but they cannot dodge or parry until the next turn. So you can hit, so the king could probably hit them with a feigning attack, probably increase their armor against it, but the rest of the king's attacks will will bypass dodge and parry. If it is a range attack, it doesn't really matter. Let's check out the other one. Killing Edge. If the assassin attacks, granting a +40% dodge to the target of attacks. If the attack hits, it deals an additional +18. No, that's not that great. Let's do feigning attack. I can see that. Okay, characteristic. I always been pumping up agility just because it's going to help you go first in the initiative order, right? So, but I think I also want to increase his strength too. But strength, toughness, willpower is pretty low. Not low, but let's see, 67. I don't think hasn't had any trouble hitting, so I don't know if he needs any more weapon skill. Toughness is a little low. Like what do I nearly need? He does a decent amount of damage already because he has like high crit potential because of his axe and various other things. Fellowship, good fellowship. Part of me wants to get strength, but Also want to get agility. I think I will get agility. Faster is, and plus the agility is going to give him additional dodge, which gives him additional lethality, which is better for his assassin class. So I think that was a good choice. Abelard, our loyal Abelard, our seneschal, and tank in the group. What we got? Follow my lead. Until the start of the next turn, the Vanguard and their allies gain plus 20% damage and plus 20% armor penetration against all enemies in a 2-cell radius around Vanguard. Oh, probably, yeah. Additionally, when this ability is used, all allies in a 2-cell radius around the Vanguard gain the following ability, which costs 0 AP and 2 MP until the start of the Vanguard's next turn. They gain the ability. Okay, that's interesting. It costs them 2 MP to use following. Wait, hold on. Following ability. Following. The character can move. Okay, I'm thinking following is a different ability. Following, the character can move to any cell adjacent to the Vanguard without provoking attacks of opportunity. That's pretty good. Forced distraction. The Vanguard chooses an ally. All enemies in a 3-cell radius around this ally must make a 25% must make a willpower test resistance with 25% penalty. I don't know what's going on. I just can't read. On a failed test, the Vanguard becomes a priority target. Oh, that's fine. I'll do follow my lead is like really good. Bulwark. Until the start of the next turn, the Vanguard gains deflection against range attacks. It actually seems like there's... I guess earlier in the game, you seem to encounter much more ranged attacks. Later in the game, I feel like you get much more melee attacks. I don't know if that's true or not. I might be giving you guys fake news. Agility. Abelard has good agility for an old-timey man. Toughness 73, willpower. Let's give him more willpower for saves and whatnot. Cassia, our navigator. The faster light travel in this game, you have to go through like a dimension that's essentially hell in order to, bypass time and space rules. Lots of new powers. Okay. Glimpse of Fate. Target gains plus 40 increase hit chance on their next attack, dodge on their next dodge test, and chance of success on their next resistance test. These bonuses appear independently from each other after being successfully applied. Okay, interesting. Like the Soul deals from 19 to 42 damage to all targets in a line and inflicts the Soul Burn effect. Soul Burn, the target suffers 19 damage at the start of their turn. At the end of their turn, they must pass a willpower test to remove the flames. When burning, Psychers suffer additional damage every time they use... When burning, Psychers suffer additional damage every time they use psychic powers. And demons, every time they attack or use psychic powers. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Scourge of the Red Tide. Create a 3x3 zone. Every creature in it enters it or begins their turn in that area suffers from 9 to 20 damage. The zone remains for 3 rounds until the navigator creates it again. Okay, interesting. For 3 rounds. 19 through 10. That's not bad. Cassia's like just super good at AoE damage. Scourge of the Red Tide. Interesting. Men Reality, we already got that. Notch of Purpose. Notch of Porpoise. The navigator designates a square. The enemy closest to that square immediately moves up to 4 squares toward it. If multiple enemies on the same distance from the point, all of them move. The targets move even if they're stunned or immobilized. Closest enemy moves 3 squares. 4 squares is not that much. Like, everything has so much movement at this point in the game. I don't know. I guess you'd use it for the requirements for Point of Curiosity. Oh my lord. All enemies in a 6-cell radius around the target point, up to 12 cells away from the navigator, must pass a willpower resistance test or immediately move 3 cells towards that point. The targets move even if there's... that's not that great. All enemies within the 12-cell radius... All enemies in a 6-cell radius around the target move 3... That doesn't sound good. Move 3 cells towards that point. I mean, it feels like you could use, like, your... It seems like there's just better things out there. Show the path. This ability can only target allies that have at least one melee weapon in one of their weapon sets. Target immediately gains one extra turn during which they gain the ability to use charge and only charge! And then charge 0 AP. Show the path. That's good. I mean, my party's very heavily melee. 2 AP for this. It's okay, I guess. What else? These. Wait, we don't have these guys. Refill the lights. We have. Okay. Yes. Hold on. So we have Spot of Apathy. Okay, it's a requirement for it. Can no longer use attacking abilities this turn. Zone of Fear, not your purpose. Okay. The Navigator creates a circle with a 3-cell radius. Okay. Any creature that is circle with a 3-cell radius. Any creature that is inside it, enters it, or ends their turn inside, not under the effects of apathy, makes a willpower resistance test. Failure applies the apathy effect. Apathy, the target is immobilized. After one round passes under effective apathy, target must make a willpower resistance test. Should success removes apathy, failure stuns the creature for 1 round. Removes apathy and makes the creature immune to any other so it's a zone of stun. I mean, failure applies the apathy effect to the creature. But it's a 1 round stun, but you have to, it has a requirement, so you have to spend your point on something else first. I don't know, man. I like the requirements to get it are kind of, I don't know. Mobilize, and it's just, wait, does Mobilize do, cannot use abilities. Wait, it's so they can still attack? I don't know, that doesn't sound really that good to me. I don't know about you guys. Touch of Anger. All enemies in a 2-cell radius around the target point must pass a willpower resistance test. Those who fail, I'm going to sneeze. Those who fail, even if they are stunned or mobilized, immediately gain... All enemies immediately gain an extra turn, which they attack their allies. Okay. That's not too bad. For every time an enemy becomes a target of its Navigator power during the same combat, they gain a stackable plus 20 bonus to willpower resistance test against it. That's not bad. Sometimes you'll run into things that have low willpower. Even if they fail, they're stunned or immobilized. That's better than Spot of Apathy. Or Point of Curiosity. Oh, it's like you need 2 things in order to... It has 2 requirements. So in order to get this, I would have to do Notch of Purpose, Point of Curiosity, and then I can get Touch of Anger. I mean, that's good, but... What was Notch of Purpose again? This is the one they move towards a point. Spot of Apathy, Point of Curiosity, Spot of Apathy. Okay, so and this is, what is the requirements for this? Zone of Fear, Notch of Purpose. Zone of Fear, Notch of Purpose. Oh my lord. Zone of Fear. Oh, Zone of Fear. Okay, let's check this out. Okay, so wait, Touch of Anger. So this only requires Point of Apathy. Okay, so it's going to be, I need to pick 2 powers, at least 2 powers before I can pick this. So what's Zone of Fear? Zone of Fear, as all creatures in the area of effect must immediately pass a willpower resistance test or immediately move out of the zone, even if they are stunned or immobilized. This movement triggers attacks of opportunity from the Navigator's allies who have passed the resistance. Oh wait, this is all creature. It's friendly fire. What the hell? Okay, that's not that great. Let's see. Waking Nightmare. All enemies within the area suffer a 26 penalty to their willpower and toughness test until the end of... That's not... Till the end of combat. That's not bad. 26%... Wait, what is it based off of? The willpower bonus. Ooh, that's pretty good. Suffer negative... That's pretty good. I could see a lot of other interesting things on it. Hey, what's going on? Splish? How are you doing? I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. It's good to see you. I'm doing good. So far, so good. Just playing some Rogue Trader. Got a lot of household errands. I'm gonna be cleaning around the house today, but I'm gonna be productive in game first. Oh wait, okay. So Waking Nightmare is pretty good. Warp Curse Unleashed, and then becomes cursed until the end of combat. Cursed. All incoming warp damage is increased by 26%, and all other types of damage are increased by 13 until the end of combat. That's pretty good. Until the start of the turn, the enemy closest to them. Oh, at the start of the turn, the enemy closest to them also becomes cursed. That's pretty good. Maybe this, if nothing else. How much is it? 2 AP. Okay, that's fine. Yes, there's some good ones we can pick. Glimpse Fate. Did I ever check this one? Yeah. Molite the Soul. Let's see. Yeah, I could do that. I could do Warp Cursed Unleashed and then Waking Nightmare the next time. That's pretty good. That's good. I was cleaning yesterday and my wife didn't let me game. Oh, that's okay. You got wife aggro. That's what that's called. Let's see here. What does she have? She has... Wait. You know what I think is why she goes first? I think it's because she has a talent that it swaps her fellowship or agility for fellowship, and that has been making her go like at the top of the initiative order all the time. But intelligence, perception, strength, toughness, 50 weapon skill, willpower. I think we can just keep on pumping up willpower from now on. Okay. Heinrichs. I need to respec Heinrichs. I keep meaning to do that. Oh! Psychic powers. Nice. Hammer of the Emperor. Allies affected by a Word of the Emperor gain the Hammer of the Emperor effect. Next time they deal damage, the damage increased by 22%. Or 22%. 22 and the effect is removed. That's not bad. Psychic power can only be used while there is at least one ally affected by Word of the Emperor. That's not bad. That's not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Until the Psyker's next turn, all allies affected by Word of the Emperor increase their deflection by 2, minimum 1, and armor by 12. That's not bad, actually. Sword of Faith. Psychic power costs 50 momentum. Ooh, can only be used when momentum is 175 or higher. Until the end of combat. Until the end of combat, the weapon in Psyker's hands is replaced by a sword made of sheer will. The sword has a single target attack and an area attack, like a two-handed sword. It can be used to release a cone of fire or a line of fire like a flamer. I'm not going to get this from, but I'm just thinking that if it does fire damage, can you like pair that with like telepathy? Huh. Regeneration. Oh, yeah, you probably should check out some of these things. Until the end of the combat, their target recovers 9 wounds at the beginning of each of their turns. It removes toxin, stun, immobilized, bleeding, blinded, psychic. Oh, that's so good. Target has several of these effects. The removed effect is selected randomly. Warp speed. Until the end of the combat, the target ally increases their MP by 7, their agility by 13, and their AP by 1. Oh man, both of these are really good. I think warp speed would be better. 2 AP versus 2 AP. Until the end of combat, you gain +1. Oh yeah, let's just do warp speed. Warp speed. In the pen and paper RPG, I think you could only use warp speed on yourself. That's pretty good. Yeah, warp speed in the pen and paper RPG. I don't think Rogue Trader actually had the warp speed spell. I think it was the Warhammer 40,000 RPG that came before it. It's like sister RPG, Dark Heresy. I think that had warp speed in it. I'm not sure if Rogue Trader had warp speed, but until the next, the target increases their MP by 7. What is it based off of? Willpower. Psi rating. Okay. Psi rating. Okay. Yeah. AP by 1. Yeah, this is good. I can make use of that. And willpower, probably. Let's see here. Intelligence. He has skills. Oh, god damn. 35 intelligence. Let's bump that up a little bit. Okay. Baby, as you guys, just a reminder that as the romance option, I did pick Kibla. And I did make her my queen. So this is King 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊𝖗 Hodd. and Queen Kibla, the Blood Blessed, right? And they had my mercenary is their baby. Yes, I do bring my baby into combat because why not? It's Warhammer 40,000. Also, the baby is too dangerous to leave without guidance, right? So the baby must come into combat. So he comes riding on his servitor nanny. So that's my headcanon for that. But anyways, baby is going to be our pyromancer. So that said, I don't think we have any. Yeah, we already got all of the important fire abilities, right? So I think that's fine. There were some executioner abilities I think would pair really well for what he does. It's all about, I'm trying to do just mostly dots for the most part, but, you know, single target damage I wouldn't have a problem with. Sanguination, it's bleeding. He doesn't do bleeding. Gift of Torment. Until the start of the next turn, the executioner gains bonuses from the parameters for each enemy in combat suffering from the following damage over time effects. He deals damage. He doesn't need stat bonuses. Not really. Pain Resonance. All enemies suffer from damage over time effects and a force radius around the executioner immediately suffer an extra instance of... Yeah, that's probably what we're going to do. And Burning, he'll slow them. Reckless Abandon. Executioner replaces 30% of maximum wounds of their wounds with the same number of temporary wounds until the end of combat. When an executioner has temporary wounds, all their melee attacks over time deal additional... No. That's not going to work. Terrifying Strike, I think that's melee. Yeah. So Pain Resonance, it's essentially what Kibla has. He's taken after his mommy. Ace, hey, what's going on, Ace? Hello. Okay, so I think he was slow, so he wanted to pump up his agility, but what else do he have? He still has low. But what? I was about to call it ballistic skill Bajil. I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with me. All the good things, hopefully. 50 intelligence, perception. Let's see. Strength. Doesn't need strength. Toughness. Doesn't need toughness. He has a lot of toughness. That's his nanny. Nanny taking all the blows. Weapon skill doesn't need that. Willpower. 75. Actually, let's just do agility. Try to make him as fast as possible in the initiative. She's just supposed to be more AoE melee. Doesn't look like we have a lot to pick. So we have Gift of Torment is what I highlighted. Gains bonuses to the parameters for each creature ally. So gains armor per creature. Bleeding. Should gain dodge also. Exsanguination. Executioner immediately inflicts bleeding on them. The execution immediately inflicts bleeding 5 on an ally of their choice. That ally gains a +5 bonus to dodge and +3 additional MP until the bleeding ends for any reason. I mean, we could do that. I'm assuming you can. Oh, it's 0 AP. That's not bad. She could use. I'm assuming she could use it on herself. Merciless Verdict. What was this? Actually, use next range attack or second. She doesn't have range. Exsanguination. I think that's better. Bleeding 5 is a yeah. I can see it's situational, but see bonus to dodge 13%. 14%. What is it based off of? 14% bonus to dodge based off of Medicaid. Okay, interesting. And then agility. She has good agility, I think. What was it? Intelligence. Let's do that because I think that does. I think that's linked to Medicaid. Let's see here. Yeah, intelligence is linked to Medicaid, but I think she has a talent that makes it based off of something else. Anyways, intelligence would be good for her to get. Okay, cool. Little crunchy game, but that's fine. Oh, I forgot to say hi. Hi, Ace. Good to see you. You guys are all beautiful people. Thank you very much for hanging out with me today. So we're going to go in, and we're going to talk to Lord Inquisitor. And it might be a little bit of an awkward conversation because we killed his second in command. And that's fine. It's all politics. He'll understand. Okay. He's going to try to order me around. Look at this guy. Hello there. King 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊𝖗. Oh, what was that? Okay, the Lord Inquisitor is engrossed in studying star system charts and reports, which are amassed on the desk like the ridges of a formidable mountain range. There are shadows beneath his eyes, which are ruthlessly dissecting the latest report, and his skin seems stretched taut over the bones of his skull. Without turning his head to you, 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊𝖗 says wearily, "Greetings, your lordship. Your timing is impeccable." That's right, I have coffee here. Give me some coffee? Wow. Oh, I love coffee so much. And each servant, with the bearing of a veteran, approaches the two of you. In a precise movement, he replaces the untouched cup of cold recaf, which is coffee, in front of the Lord Inquisitor with a new one, slightly steaming. Heinrich nods silently and at 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖃, who responds by ever so slightly bowing his head. So Heinrich, if you guys need a refresher, is this guy's interrogator, so junior Inquisitor, right? So, I wonder if, like, how far away Heinrich is to becoming Inquisitor himself. Let's see here. The Emperor grabs you, in time to time, the rest of the Inquisitor building a business with me. President Peter Bears are entering. I was the last time Congratulated marries the power. Here to return the favor. So this is forte. I am told you have business with me. Xavier 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖃. I value your directness. It will save us much time. Yes, there is something you must do. It is time for you to play your part to save the Cronus Expanse. I would not disturb your esteemed personage for anything less. Well, at least he's showing a little bit of respect. Xavier 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖃. Lady Navigator Cassia 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖃. The Lord Inquisitor's lips curve into a thin smile as he catches a glimpse of scarlet eyes. I hear that House of Sully is going through a difficult time. Change is coming. I sincerely hope it's for the better. Didn't they want us to meet with the... No, wait. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm remembering that side quest when we met with representatives of her house, and they tried, some dissidents in her house tried to assassinate her, and then they said it was okay for her to continue staying with me, but whatever came of that, I guess nothing. Okay, as the story going through a difficult time, change is coming. I sincerely hope it's for the better. Cassia, your colors, Lord Inquisitor, are as rich as they are multifaceted. Interesting. I have never encountered anything like it before. Unclouded hues flowing from one to the next. Amazing harmony. I guess that just means he's confident in his decisions. To be a man like him with like unchecked power, that has unchecked power over people with unchecked power. I mean, you got to be like really confident in yourself and all your decisions, I suppose. Amazing harmony, amazing and frightening. Cassia raises her chin and nods demurely. The man of such status and talents has taken an interest in the well-being of a Navis Noblake house is a great honor. A death cultist and the rogue trader's personal bodyguard. The Lord... Oh, that's kind of weird. It doesn't show his portrait. A death cultist and the rogue trader's personal bodyguard. The Lord Inquisitor gazes at 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖃 intently. I'm curious. Well, I should say... Well, we gotta roleplay this. A death cultist and the rogue trader's queen now, I see. The Lord Inquisitor gazes at 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖃 intently. I'm curious. Do you still adhere firmly to your cult's dogma, or has your loyalty to your master has the loyalty to your husband outgrown your faith? Maybe it means he's in complete control over his emotions. I would think that too, yeah. Queen 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖃, the blood blessed. My loyalty to my king and my dynasty stems from the Undying One's will, such as the thread of his blade, until his whisper bids it spin to a different one. 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖃 responds with calm assurance. Oh yeah, that's right. One of your acolytes, Emilia, accused you of cooperating with Xenos. Got to be tactful talking to this guy. What's the current situation in Expanse? What was the dispute between you and Caligula's winter scale about? Are you aware that the... I should probably get that out of the way. Are you aware of the changes Incendia has wrought on Footfall? 𝕿𝖊𝖊𝖊𝖗. Naturally. Your ladyship has done me an invaluable service by taking on the instilling order of the station. Her style of leadership seems unnecessarily brutal to me. On the whole, her actions have not exceeded the bounds I set. I put it into her dictatorship. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna bring it. It's up front. The king is blunt. The Lord Inquisitor does not appear aggravated at the news. As I understand, this was a private confrontation between two rogue traitors. Yes, as such, I hope your house will reach a reconcile with her ladyship's heir. You have not hindered my plans. Lady Incendia purged Footfall sufficiently that I was not distracted by the need to pacify it. Interesting. The spinner can tell her not to serve us. Well, she's the high spinner now. She took over. So there are still, yeah, there's still members of the Bloodspun Web, but I think the high spinner and like second spinner and third spinner, all that jazz, I think they're all dead now. Let's see. Okay, so he's cool with it. You know, stuff happens. What did Emiliana say? I can't remember. God damn. This is the problem with only playing this once a week. Yeah, well, we should just get all the personal stuff out of the way first. One of your acolytes, Emiliana, accused you with cooperating with Xenos. 𝕿𝖊𝖊𝖊𝖗. I would remind you that the particularities of the Inquisition's work lie far beyond a rogue trader's purview, but given the circumstances, yes, acolyte 𝕿𝖊𝖊𝖊𝖗's words are true. It's been several years since I established contact with the 𝕿𝖊𝖊𝖊𝖗. They informed me of upcoming raids, and I thwarted them. Interesting. I kept the Expanse safe while the Xenos were absorbed in internal squabbles, which are a little interest to me. Okay. Huh? We're just getting this. We're putting all of our tea. He didn't want that coffee. He wanted some tea, some nice hot tea. Strictly speaking, one might regard my actions in this situation as unorthodox at the very least. In reality, however, they are undoubtedly beneficial. I understand what he's talking about. Acolyte 𝕿𝖊𝖊𝖊𝖗 has demonstrated her inability to surmount the bounds of conviction, and she has been. Had she been in my position, the Expanse would have likely fallen under the blows of present. Why can't I talk? If she had been put under my position, the Expanse would have likely fallen under the blows of the present crisis. Fortunately for you, she is not, and the Drukhari, drained of their power struggles and bereft of their best raiders, can do nothing but more than run from my fleets. That's true. Heinrichs, I have to say I am disappointed by how easily information pertaining to the Expanse's security reached the ears of those who should not be privy to it. This shall be noted in your record. Would you care to put my concerns at rest and tell me that Emiliana is not out there running amok around my sector and continuing to sow unrest? In response to Calcazar's question, Heinrich's eyes narrow, smoldering with anger. Oof. Emiliana is dead by my hand. Indeed? Well, I hope I continue to trust you to know when a useful resource is finally exhausted and must be disposed of. Your lordship. It's harsh, but, you know, it's the kind of guy he is. You know, like, it's always interesting. It's always an interesting thought experiment trying to put, like, current day morals into a setting like this. Because, I mean, like, a lot of the stuff he probably does is, like, horrific. But there are... there's a little dimension of hell that we have access to. So, I don't know. Very harsh, yep, that's true. Your lordship, I hope it goes without saying that I would appreciate you not spreading dangerous and misleading rumors going forward and keeping the content of this conversation private, of course. Given the current state of affairs, I would have to treat such actions as subversive, so I thank you in advance for your consideration of silence. I mean, he doesn't need to... I mean, he probably knows that I was taken captive. If I chose number one, he's like, oh yeah, I knew it. I could have saved you, but I didn't. I just don't want to get into that. This current situation expands with the dispute. Oh yeah, let's talk about Caligos Winter Scale. What is the dispute between you and Caligos Winter Scale about? His lordship deemed it more important to show off his stubbornness than to safeguard the interests of the Expanse. Stupidity of the most burdensome kind. But my sources inform me that he nevertheless has joined the efforts against the Xenos, so I've decided to stay any sanctions for a time. What do you think he acted by? Okay, like we know that Caligos has turned to corn. We know that, but the characters don't know that. So, I think he wouldn't ask any more questions. I think the king would just say, "I see. I see." Rest assured that his lordship will face the consequences of his actions. What is the current situation in the Expanse, Lord Inquisitor? 𝕿𝖉𝖊𝖊𝖃, the Cult of the Final Dawn and the Drukhari Raiders are vying with each other to see who can cause us the most turmoil. I've mobilized all the forces I can repel of these attacks, and that is why we are all still alive. Combined militia brigades are hunting for Xenos and guarding convoys, and expeditionary platoons under my command are crushing heretic rebellions. Excellent. The situation is unstable, but I will not pretend I will not pretend I was prepared for this. However, we've not lost our footing yet. What's prompted the Drukhari to act so brazenly? They're not satisfied with just simple raids. Prisoner interrogations indicate that an incident occurred in the Dark City, which the Xenos called a dysfunction. Okay. By sundering reality and causing a dysfunction, you have let warp demons invade Comra, a dimensional calamity that forced them to step up the raids in real space. No! Their audacity speaks to their desperation, which in turn will translate to new trials for his servants. I mean, they would have just... Like, me releasing demons, you could say that that had something to do with what they're doing, but no, come on. They would have done this no matter what. Why has the Cult of Final Dawn become more active? The warp is raging. The baleful scientist always portends change, and crises beget desperation, the most fertile ground for heresy. I believe that arch-enemy servants think their time has come, or perhaps this day was marked in their profane scripture as the date of the end of existence. I will not trouble myself. We're pretty far past one of the Doomsday events in Warhammer 40,000. Like, for the lore of the setting for the longest time, it was the year 41, Millennium 41, year 999. That was supposed to be the year of like Doomsday. Like everything was going wrong. Cadia fell, and then like there's a new chapter. The lore that's currently going on is like after. I mean, there's probably gonna be more Doomsdays, of course, but my first thought is that he's trying to imply the incident with the Eye of Terror breaking open, which has that giant. I should have opened up all my 40K role-playing game material for you guys. But anyways, I don't know. It's just kind of interesting, is what he's saying. There's 4 hells and 4 devils that we know of. Yeah, exactly. They had it coming. Exactly. I will not trouble myself with the further attempts to make sense of their blasphemous doctrine. Indeed, they are bent on destroying us all, so they must be destroyed. I think you're capable of commanding the whole sector. I mean, you know, Lord Inquisitor with many resources. You mobilize all forces, but not House von Valancius. You mobilize all forces, but you have not asked my help up until now. Are you not standing before me now? Well, now, yes. With your status remaining unclear, I prefer not to requisition resources of the von Valancius Protectorate, and not of the Hodd. Your people dealt with Urlan the Cruel's agents and with Xenos raids, and that was enough for me. But now is the time to add your might and talents to the scales. Yes, I understand. I see no need to be bogged down by the details. To praise you of the information I currently possess will require more time than we have. Understood. What help do you wish from me? Frosher, if you please. The Inquisitor nods imperiously at his barista, which draws some kind of remote control from his pocket. All sounds whose sources are more than 3 meters away fade to nothing. Ah, he has one of those. You can actually get this device in the pen and paper role-playing game. It's like a device that it creates like a cone of silence around you so no one can hear what you're talking about. Boop. Oh, is that the new iPad? Oh man, I'm so jealous. Oh, it's just this guy is 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊. 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊's like glaring at him. He's like, my lord, do not think that he is more useful to the Lord Inquisitor than I would have been. Inquisitorial 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊. I wonder if we're going to talk to him. I don't think his beard is as mighty. I think 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊, they actually kind of look like each other too. Inquisitorial 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊, his mustache is a little bit more pronounced. He has kind of like a flat top. I don't know. What is his name? Let's see. His name is, let's see, Inquisitorial 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊. Okay, that's his name. To my chagrin, the ability to be in two places at once does not stand... The ability to be in two places at once does not number among my talents. That is why I wish for you to serve in my stead. I place such trust in very few people, you understand. You'll feel what it is to walk in my shoes and attempt to compel a gaggle of quarrelsome blockheads to work together. Interesting. I mean, he could just be saying that. It's part of like what an Inquisitor does. You'll reconquer Euphrates 2 for me. Euphrates 2. Have we encountered that yet? Inquisitor gestures to the servant, and the silencing field disperses. Okay. Frosher. Inquisitorial 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊 2. Another recap. This one has gotten cold. 𝕿𝖆𝖊, you never bring me any cup of coffee. And you can already replace servant with 𝕿𝖆𝖊 in his brain. That's very scary. Well, you know what? It's he's very busy. The king is a very busy man. Okay. Like as the guy comes with a cup of coffee, the king is like, okay, that's pretty good. You can learn a thing or two about that, 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊. Here you go, Inquisitor. Oh, I will get you more coffee, my lord. 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊, look at that form. He wants more coffee. He gets more coffee. Is that a smiley face in the foam? 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊, you never do that for me. Oh, 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊's actually saying something. And 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊 sniffles a grunt his pleasure. His mutter makes your ears only. Oh, okay. Okay, he's upset about reconquer Euphrates for me. Okay, he's talking about the planet. And probably hit the barista also. You'll reconquer Euphrates 2 for me. The esteemed Lord Inquisitor has done away with all the pretense and politeness now. His orders no longer come with even the veneer of a request. I mean, if he's an assassin, that's fine. It's not really relevant. Like, if you want to have your barista also be your assassin, that's none of my business. Tell me more about Euphrates 2. I mean, if he's doing... I mean, he can do whatever he thinks is going to be an order for the king, but the king knows his interests. Their interests align. So he's not so prideful as to, fold his shoulder, fold his arms and stomp off and ask for a cup of coffee. No. The sacred world of Adeptus Mechanicus, off limits to lay people. Oh, wait. I sort of remember this. I'm one of the few who do not worship the Omnissiah to have set foot on its surface. Or rather, I was. Now it's crawling with unbelievers. Despicable word bearers, so we're dealing with Space Marines. Or Chaos Space Marines. Despicable word bearers attacked the captured Euphrates 2, and the Cult of the Final Dawn brought an entire horde of heretics to the planet. Okay. I sent my troops to aid the explorator forces laying siege to the world, but a rift occurred among my commanders. They need an authoritative general, and you're perfect for the role. My confidence is not misplaced, I trust. Out of interest. I should probably know that. What matter first brought you to Euphrates II out of interest? An utterly transparent attempt to learn secret intelligence. I offer you to make you my general, and you're trying to pump me for information. Poorly done. I don't give a shit, man. Sorry. I don't care. The word bearers went there for themselves. They didn't send in their puppets. The word bearers went there themselves? Xavier, 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊. Clearly, the stakes for them are high enough. Orlan the Cruel. Oh, wait, yeah. We never encountered him in the flesh. I think we just saw a vision of that guy, didn't we? Orlan the Cruel has stirred his profane self to make an appearance at Euphrates II. Current 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊, incidentally, is also there. Oh, we were just talking about him. I hear you two have unfinished business. Yes. Him I'll generously leave to you. When you're finished with him, you may simply dispose of his mortal remains. No need to surrender them to the Inquisition for an inquest. Consider it my gift. What do they want in Euphrates II? The reasons behind the machinations would be pure speculation at this point. Bring me prisoners to interrogate, and then perhaps we'll gain much needed insight. What forces do we have in place, and what is this rift that occurred between the commanders? Explorer fleet, cognizance 7821, recall this most combat-ready units to retake the world. They are supported by my most powerful strike fleet and a group of deadlier allies. Interesting. I just, what if it's more Space Marines? Wait, yeah, didn't the, I kind of wish we brought the Space Marine along with us now. Because I think, didn't he had, he was requisitioned along with his brothers to 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊's forces, right? A special pact of a special pact of space wolves to hunt down transgressors. We should probably bring the Space Marine with us then. Hold on one second. Give me 1 second, guys. My wife's calling. Back to my computer right now. I'm coming. Okay. So they were dispatched by the most powerful strike force in who's the deadly allies. A special pack of space wolves to hunt down the transgressors. Okay. Well, we'll definitely bring along 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊 or whatever his name was. Unfortunately, the leaders have failed to find a common language. The esteemed 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊 is at odds with the conclave of the Mechanicus Battle Congregation, and the unassigned servants find 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊's strident nature off-putting, to say the least. Another group is fond of militant 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊, who commands my forces. We're not fond, to be precise. The esteemed militant perished along with his ship a week ago when his noble allies failed to support his offense. How did you manage to enlist the aid of the angels of the Emperor? How did you manage? Well, I mean, actually, he's a Lord Inquisitor, but they could just say no. The Space Wolves are kind of stubborn that way. I must remind you that I'm still Lord Inquisitor of the Cronus Expanse. Not merely some, what do you always say? Frosher? Some Grox bothering prick? Oh my lord, Abelard! This guy can actually swear. He swears and makes smiley faces in his cappuccinos. Abelard. You have a lot to learn from this guy. If certain rogue traders at this time allowed themselves to speak to me in an overly willful manner, that should not give you cause to doubt my authority. Indeed. You'll begin the details when you arrive in orbit around Euphrates 2. Put in service 0 valley and anything. Yeah, I don't really care. To what everyone says, I'll smash the heretics. I'll no. Our interests align, so that's only way. That's how the king sees it. I'll smash the heretics. Yes. I'll accomplish this. I never doubted you, King 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊𝖗 Hodd. The Emperor protects. The Emperor protects. Lord Inquisitor 𝕿𝖉𝖊𝖊𝖃. Sounds like he's talking back. What's that? You want a job? Well, I already have one, Abelard. Calcazar nods at the paper that is serving as differently delivered to the table. Documents attest to the extraordinary powers you now have at your disposal. I'm counting on you to your success, King 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊𝖃. Oh, do you have like a writ from the Lord Inquisitor? So we can use his authority? Okay, interesting. For all sure. Abelard 2. Let's talk to this guy. Oh, there. If you wish, I wish you the best of success to your lordship. Are you looking for a job? Well, I do already have an Abelard. We'll talk. We'll talk. Abelard, better be careful.
The Divine watches over us.
Divine watches over us. Okay, let's go. Wait, is there a secret entrance over here? Anything else? Looks like there's a passage over here. Whatever. Whatever. I'm sure it's fine. Okay, so... yeah, we're just gonna go there. I don't think we have any side quests. We'll bring, the, big beefy Space Marine guy. Oh, they just Palace of Prison, close outsiders, that's fine. Can I do anything else?
Know your duty.
I think there's not anything we need to do on the station. So we'll have to, unfortunately, we'll have to keep our baby on the station, I think. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll replace this our baby with the Space Marine. Shopkeeper. Anything else? Is it move? Go. Let's go back to our station. Our ship. Return to the ship. Martyr's Endurance. Yeah, return to the ship. That's fine. After survey. Oh, okay. Anyways, yeah, there's nothing we can do. Repair. Yes. Colony management. Anything interesting? Efficiency. Profit factor -2. People. Lots of people. That's good. I'm a little bit low on xenotech. Okay. Anything else? Even organs. Oh my lord. Complacency, people, profit factor, efficiency. Like I just got done with that. Great fire. Territory for new agri complexes can be gained in only one way. The way of fire. So we're just going to burn down the forests in order to make affordable housing. Provisions. Do we need provisions? Not really. Don't really have a lot, do we? Oh, okay. So we have to do... Great Fire, Captain Xenos. Okay, so in order to unlock rank 5, we have to burn down some forests. Blocks Xenoversity. Okay, so I have to burn... Okay, well, we have to burn down the forest. That's fine. Bye. Okay. Colony Management, Dragonis. Are we doing anything here? Sometimes you just gotta burn down a couple trees in order to... For the greater good. Bastion. What was this again? Completed with the missionaries. Oh yeah, we got more reputation with the church. By declaring Dragonis the defense center of the Cronus Expanse, the rogue trader will be able to requisition foreign vessels and collect additional resources from population. King 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊𝖗 of 𝕿𝖗𝖆𝖊𝖊𝖗 gains the battle mastery feature. Rogue trader has received the best munitions and supplies from the defensive defense, +2 to the plating of all sectors of the ship, I'm assuming. Okay, that's cool. We got mechanism. Oh yeah, nice. Let's do that. Bastion. Got over here. This is the church planet. Secret Comet. There's. We don't have anything else for now. Tools for killing. Interesting. What we got here? This is the factory planet. Factory planets. Need. Following project must be completed in the project Holy Ammunition. Reputation of Explorators. Holy Ammunition. Holy Ammunition. Holy Ammunition. Where is that? Holy Ammunition. Following project must be completed in the Protectorate Holy Ammunition. I don't see it. Maybe it's something I'm missing. Okay, so what do I have to unlock some of these things? Power Plasma. Get reputation with the Tech Priests. I think I need a lot. I do not have anywhere near this, I think. Sacrament of Light. So new engines. Warp Revelations. Ethereal Visor. And increase the wearer's psi rating by +1. That's not bad. As long as the wearer has 100% wounds, they deal +25 additional damage with their psychic powers and psychic staffs. Not bad, not bad. So I need to pump up my... Okay. So I need to pump up my reputation with the Tech Priests in order to get a lot of the rank 5 stuff. Okay, V-Ball 6. Anything new? Captain Xenos. Drusians. I don't think I have anything here. Okay, cool. Okay, so I don't think I have any side quests. Intelligence affects a wide range of skills, including cappuccino making, origami. Let's see here. To the Imperium. It's funny, like if you try going here, you have to go. It makes you, because currently the gate to the Imperium, there's a warp storm right here. So if you try going through here, you could try to pass a bunch of skill checks, but they become like in crazy hard, like -80 and -100, and like eventually you just can't get through to the Imperium, and you narratively you just die. You go insane and you die. It's pretty funny. Okay. I'm a good king. I'm a good king. It's like, this is our leader, the glorious King 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊𝖗𝖆𝖊𝖗. Hold a war council. Okay, I think that's it. You know, we'll just go there. Let's see, I can go here. Or travel, save. Wait, didn't... Oops, no, I didn't want to go there. That's not... Have we unlocked the DLC quest yet? Let's go back. Like, what was... I feel like I haven't seen any of the DLC stuff in a while. I mean, I guess Kibble is a DLC, but Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Underworld. Okay. Evolution Blood, we failed that. It was just, Bats Up with Blood. It's not Psycho Save the original. We decided not to do that. The Siege. Hold a War Council. Okay, the Emperor's Palm. Companion Quests. Oh, maybe Navigators. Because we're in this situation. Get the pass. Talk to Adira. Yeah, definitely. I definitely failed Adira's personal quest. We'll say we'll leave it at that. Talk to Cassia. So, did I mess up on Cassia's quest line? I just didn't talk to her. Okay. Trip is God, I made a bunch of really bad decisions, didn't I? Okay, yeah, persona non grata. That's the biggest problem. Lord Captain discovers his boots were missing. What? After coming to his senses at the corpse dump, the Lord Captain discovers his boots were missing. What? I didn't even realize that. I was just walking around barefoot, I guess. Profane creature in the corner, so escape his maker. Okay, so call it the edge. Okay, yeah, I think we failed a bunch of optional quests. Anyways, hopefully I didn't wall myself off from the DLC stuff. Okay, this goes here. Yes. Emergency aboard the void ship. A foul entity has pierced the thin veil of the Gellerfield and spawned imaginable beasts of unnatural hues. The Vox system is picking up the crewman screams as the warp feels loathsome giggling. The situation demands immediate intervention. Crew will have to rely solely. How much time do we have in the stream? We already went through an hour. Yeah, my crew will deal with it. 97. That's fine. Okay. Let's do... yeah. Unsafe. Okay. I would have done the battle. I do like the combat in this game. But, like, like, it would have taken so much time. What do we have? Plasteel. Do we need plasteel? I don't think so. We never really need plasteel. Plasteel. Already explored. Okay. Okay. Euphrates, do. Euphrates, do. Okay, here we go. My king, the united corps of the explorators and the militia forces is ready to attack the heretics who took over Euphrates II. Their commanders recognized the Lord Inquisitor's sanction and agreed to cede the right of supreme command to you. Yes, as they should. They ask you to summon a council of war in order to establish the plan of attack. How should we respond? Summon them to the bridge. We'll hold a council. Consider it done, your lordship. I will notify the commanders that you are ready to meet with them. Indeed. Excellent. My lord, are you ready for the meeting? The king has been practicing swiveling around in his chair, swiveling around in his throne all this time. He's spending the last hour doing it. I'm gonna swivel around in my throne. I'm gonna, steeple my hands together. How was that, Abelard? Abelard's like, pretty good, sir. Well, Abelard 2 said it was really, really good. He's staying with us. Abelard 2 staying with us, my lord? Yes, of course. He's the Lord Inquisitor's representative. He's our guest, Abelard. Why would you take that tone with me? Abelard 2 actually doesn't have this problem, Abelard. Oh, I don't get to swivel around in my chair. Take your time. Come on. Hurry up. Come on. Someone push the tech priest. Make him faster for your lord. Opticon 22. Oh, my old friend. The leader of the Explorator Warriors appears beyond the bridge, and the deck trembles beneath his metal gate. He's acquired a new set of fearsome armor since the two of you last met, and his mechanisms are now fitted with more formidable weapons of destruction. The king still has a little bit of a beef with this guy because he was, he assisted that one crazy tech adept, who tried to kill me. Unit Opticon 22 initiating identification / official greeting procedure. Unlocking the option of strategic data exchange. Thorvald Ironhide. The Emperor's Angel, who follows his wake, is clad in armor the color of a tempestuous ocean. You hear his voice, throaty and brimming with untamed boldness and strength. Which one of you Huskarls is King Jormal Venecius Hodd? I am Thorvald Ironhide. I wish to see the mortal who has been granted the... Oh, thank you very much. What is your name? Abelard 2? Thank you very much for the coffee. He's like... Abelard's glaring at Abelard 2 from across the table. Let's just ignore this guy for a second. Opticon 22, how did you manage to go from overseeing logistics to commanding armies? This command / command promotion / hierarchy status update / was executed following the / death / decommissioning / deconstruction / of the ship Teeth of the Wraith Gear. That's pretty cool. I love that name. The ship Teeth of the Wraith Gear. The Wrath Gear. The Wrath Gear. I kind of like... I love that. The fleet's war conclave was operating aboard that vessel. Unit Opticon 22 received a premature rank promotion moderation to the Magos Dominus based on his extensive catalog of recorded combat engagements. Interesting. Oh my god, you're back. Exotic Wingspan. How many names are you going to go through? Diddly-doo, doo-doo-doo. Diddly-doo, doo-doo-doo. Exotic Wingspan, bye-bye. Let's see here. Guys, if you haven't already, be sure to like and follow and subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. I really would appreciate if you would do so. It really does help me out. Thank you in advance for just, hanging out with us. Really do appreciate you. You all are beautiful people. Pascal, may your service benefit from the updated protocols that were bestowed upon you and the new analytical data that was entrusted to your elucidation. May the Omnissiah / guide / operate / this unit / cause / mission / algorithm / of service to him. Let's just ignore this Space Marine. Let us commence this war council. Thorvald, what good is another war council with a cog priest who knows not the joys of battle, who cut off his parts and replaced them with augmentics to please his all-knowing master? You'll propose again a cowardly plan unworthy of warriors, as is the custom of his brethren. Opticon 22, registering a display of / impertinence / data insufficiency in regards to / a military craft / eradication of methods / of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Just go just kiss already. 101. Oh, 101. Oh, Opticon 22. My warrior's heart yearns for you. Ashara, okay. Is she the new commander of the Inquisitorial forces? Ashara, are you having another fight, gentlemen? How predictable. A woman in heavy armor walks in the bridge cloaked in the air of superiority. You remember seeing her before, in the retinue of 𝕿𝖉𝖊𝖊𝖃 when he barged into your chambers after your Magnae Ascensio. Thank you for not starting without me, Acolyte 𝕿𝖉𝖊𝖊𝖃, dispatched by the Lord Inquisitor to facilitate the operations at Euphrates II. My role in this war council is that of an advisor. Okay. You know what? I must add the extra layer of storytelling to this game. I'm sorry, Ace. 1-0. Oh, 1-0-1. Heinrichs and 𝕿𝖉𝖊𝖃 exchange glances, but do not say a word. You cannot help but notice the furrow that forms on the interrogator's forehead at the sight of his colleague. 𝕿𝖉𝖊𝖃, shall we begin our war council, or shall we wait for the heretics to corrupt this planet completely? I don't really care about that. The king doesn't really care about like these small little squabbles. I require a full report on the situation on the front. Opticon 22. Euphrates II is a forward world. Manufactorums and extractiums take up most of its surface. Upon /corrupting them /disrupting their production algorithm the heretics enhance their ranks with possessed mechanisms and /false /defective /traitors /scutari, whose protocols were disfigured with indoctrinating scrap code. Okay. So just normal situation. Heretics came, corrupted the locals. Hey, Shark for Life. What's going on? Do it. Do it. Oh my lord! All the fan fiction I'm gonna write from this meeting, all the time on DeviantArt I'm gonna spend from this meeting. Let me tell you, I'm gonna be busy tonight. Opticon 22. Our first is carrying minor footholds on the surface, but are unable to deliver an effective blow to the headquarters operating center of their profaners in the machine cathedral at the heart of the manufactorum Sigma-S-13. According to available data, is the current location of the arch heretic / termination target, the Dark Apostle 𝕿𝖗 the Cruel. Okay, so 𝕿𝖗 and the Word Bearers. Word Bearers are kind of like, if you guys are unfamiliar with Warhammer 40,000, I'll always be willing to give you guys some lore prep. But see, these super soldiers are the super soldiers of this setting. They're bigger, stronger, faster, tougher, all that jazz. Like half of the legions that were created like 10,000 years ago, they turned to the service of the devil worshippers, chaos. One of the factions of those people that turned were the Word Bearers, and essentially they were they're the true quote unquote like true faithful of like chaos of that faction, right? So they preach, you know, the holiness of the dark gods, and they try to convert planets to the worship of the dark gods, that sort of thing. So that's what their deal is. Thorvald Ironhide. We may not outnumber the enemy, but ours is a poor warband. All it has is steel carols of the Omnissiah and the scantily trained serfs from across the expanse. Where our foe is the detestable, but nevertheless deadly, putrid-hearted traitors from the ranks of the Word Bearers, and their vessels protect the machine cathedral from orbit. Okay, so that's going to be fun. We haven't actually had a lot of ship combat on the stream, have we? How we got the command of planetary assault. I already know that he already explained it to me. What you do with your command of the situation. I mean, I already got that. Opticon 22, what do you propose our plan should be? Opticon 22, the king is still really, you know, kind of irritated at Opticon 22, so I should probably roleplay it like he wouldn't necessarily listen to Opticon 22 as much. But he also doesn't like the attitude for the Space Wolf, barging in and just like, what's going on over here? Where's my beer? Well, thank you very much for the coffee. What's your name? 𝕉𝖊𝖊𝖃 2? Okay. Ace, yeah, Logart didn't take the fact that the Imperial Truth was alive very well, yeah. About, as well as Marcus being destroyed, yeah. I think, like, I like the Word Bearers I kind of like as villains in this setting. I'm not sure if they're my favorite Warhammer 40,000 villains, but they're probably up there. Opticon 22. Our strategic analysis points to a full-scale offensive at the optimal course of action. The losses among the troops' insignificant personnel laity will be numerous but not exceed the acceptable parameters. Replenishing such losses will be less arduous than repairing the damage that may otherwise come to the manufactorums. Thorvald, what would you do if you were in command of this operation? Thorvald, I would rain down vengeful... I should probably just, like, be bombastic with whatever he says. I will rain down vengeful skies upon the enemy. I would plow the lands of Euphrates to his shells, shatter their defenses, level their fortified towers, throw their host into disarray, and in that whirlwind of fury, I would lead my most glorious pack to pay a path of blood for the carcels. Ow, ow! I've heard your opinions on this. Choose your strategy wisely. It is not every day you get to heed the advice of... Oh, I'm sorry. Choose your strategy wisely. It is not every day you get to heed the advice of a seasoned warrior, one chosen by the All-Father himself to bring death to the foes of humanity. I feel like I need more information, but... what's the source of disagreement between you two? You rode red hearts like they're inscribed with runes, King 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊𝖗 Hodd. Thorvald lets out a mocking chuckle. "'Tis true, my brothers and I grow tired of this cog priest and his naysaying. For whatever reason, he thinks himself our lord." Yes. Yes. Let's see what we got here. Silence cringy, they know what a real space wolf will say. Yeah, that's true. I've never, like, I thought they were kind of cool aesthetics-wise, but ever since I read the Horus Heresy series, I'm not that big a fan of Space Wolves. Like, in the Horus Heresy, like, they just seem, I don't know, they just seem like they're, I can't really put my finger on it. I think I had a better, more thought-out opinion of this, like, before. But, I don't know, they just seem... They seem a little bit cringe in current day 40k, and in past 40k they just seem like they're like they would do a lot of like the they would for instance, right, they would get against they would be against the use of psychers in the Horus Heresy era. For use of like other Space Marines, right? But they don't have any problem using their own psychers, right? So, like, there's just a lot of stuff like that. They make really poor decisions. Like their Primarch makes a lot of poor decisions, and like later on, like the writers try to like, oh well, he didn't have the full, like they didn't have the full, idea of what was really going on. Well. They should have had they should have like looked for the full idea. They should have like been making decisions like fully informed. Like, I don't know. They try to, the writers have them make a bunch of like really poor decisions and then pretend that, it wasn't their fault. But yeah, like the aesthetic wise, I kind of like the idea of like Viking space super soldiers, but like when you look further into their lore, I don't know. Not the biggest fan. They're not my favorite legion. So what do we have? We have options. We have negative 80, 30%, geez. 30%, 22% persuasion, 67%. Okay, so lots of different ways this would go. I'm going to do persuasion. Heresy runs rampant on Euphrates 2, and you two would rather waste all your strength bickering, then you're nothing but fools. Okay, rolling the dice. 67% chance! Yes. Cool. Thorvald's face turns purple, but he cannot come with a retort. Opticon 22 lowers his head repentantly. Let's add a binary trill. 101! 101, 101. Neither of them can find the words to rebuff your pointed accusation. Seems like Vikings... Yeah, I like the... obviously I like the aesthetic, the idea of it. I thought they were awesome until I heard more of them. Yeah, exactly. Same here. When you hear all of their fluff lore, I feel like they're a homebrew RP sessions creation. Yeah, kind of. Like, Like, it seems... I don't know. I'll think about it a little bit more. Maybe I'll have a more cohesive argument for why they kind of... Not suck, but, you know. I shall now present you the plan of our assault on Euphrates II. The first step is obvious. We eliminate the machine cathedral's orbital support. But what planetary assault strategy will you choose to focus? Choose following the destruction of the enemy void fleet? It sounds like we really need to do a space combat. Send our forces. Okay, so we're doing the space combat first. Or the orbital support. Sending all of our forces enemies so we have the losses of swift onslaught key to victory. Begin by bombing the enemy's position, then advance cautiously and must preserve our troops. We request total annihilation. Raise every sacred facility and chapel the enemies could use as cover. I mean, we need position. Just bombing everything willy-nilly. I mean, that's typical 40k logic, but we might need resources for the Chronix Expanse going forward, right? Like I keep on saying every single stream, like if we're role-playing this for planning for the future, we'll need factories like this in order to protect this area of space. Send in a force means we'll begin by bombing the enemy's positions. Yeah, of course. We'll begin by bombing the enemy's positions and advance cautiously. We must conserve our troops. Your plan bores me. It's not my problem. This is not the Space Wolves' way of war, but such cowardly strategies are the limit of the omnisized cog curls, so you have my approval. Oh yeah, I have to do more bombastic. My pack will do all his ask. Well, let me have a little bit of water. This is destroying my throat. I don't know how all these voice actors can, be yelling into a microphone for hours on the day. My pack will do all his ask of it, and stand the vanguard of the assault until we meet on the field of battle. King 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊𝖗 says Hodd. Hodd looks at 𝕿𝖆 with a smirk. All I can say the same to you, 𝕿𝖆 ever lost. Tis a pity your pack will not share in this glorious victory with us. 𝕿𝖆 lets out a bestial grumble and says to you, that boastful Grizzov talks too much about my pack. He knows where my brothers are. I can smell it. Before we dive into the carnage, summon him to your ship and let me question him. I wish to hear what he knows, while he still has not lost his blathering tongue to the heretics. A little bit of, not the best family reunion for you two. Opticon 22. Strategy confirmed is optimal. Updating Skitarii tactical programs. Transmitting this unit's general blessing authorization for offensive action. Ashira, the Lord Inquisitor will be delighted at the news that some semblance of order was established at the command. I wish you luck, my king. My pack will do all that you ask. Yeah, exactly. Can I summon him to the bridge? Like 𝕿𝖆 wanted? Who would I talk to about that? Probably just talk to 𝕿𝖆, I'm assuming. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should check what stuff there is to buy. Explorators. I think it was Explorators we wanted to build up. What was it? Actually, we're not that far. What did it say? It was like 50 something for reputation. Oh, tradable trade. Yeah, we still have a lot to go. Do we have anything to buy? We need more reputation, like everywhere. Oh, what's this? Self-calibrating helmet. Whereas successful single target attacks inflict stunned. The wearer's successful single target attacks inflict stunned on the target for 1 round, and the target fails a willpower to resistance test with a -5 penalty. If the wearer attacks a stunned enemy, the nearest enemy becomes stunned as well. That's pretty good. Oh, it's like an upgrade for what I have. That's not bad. Yeah, self-calibrating helmet. Nice. It would be interesting to make a shotgun. Oh man, look at that. A double-barreled shot, 1% armor penetration. Yeah, so it has kind of crappy armor penetration, but shotguns, this shotgun never misses. Interesting. Double-barreled shotgun never misses. So normally the shots can knock people down also. Everyone else Space Wolf just recoiling as they go nuts for a while. Yeah, that's right. Interesting. Enhanced Smuggler's Armor. Heavy Armor Proficiency. 𝕿𝖊𝖊𝖊. What does 𝕿𝖊𝖊𝖊 have? The warrior suffers -10 less warp, mental, and direct damage. Base armor plus 5 deflection against human enemies. Maybe. I don't know. Fashion Priest's Armor. Roding Artagon. Emergency Vox Casters. Whenever the warrior suffers trauma. Let's see here. It's about a mission. Drusians. Oh, this is almost, we're almost at 20. Slayer's Delight. What's that? Whenever performs a single target attack with two-handed melee weapon, the attack deals, more damage. Nice. Wait, what is it? Hold on. What's it based off of? Strength. I don't think 𝕿𝖊𝖊 has... Well, I can either give it to 𝕿𝖊𝖊 or I can give it to 𝕿𝖊𝖊. Or 𝕿𝖊𝖊 too if I choose to swap them out. Laughing God's Panel. The word against the Dance Macabre ability. The Assassin dashes in a straight line for up to cells suffering the after weapons go less damage for attacks. So opportunity. That's yeah, I guess. Missile conduct. Every second use of a Psyker's staff. Staff's unique psychic power deals. I barely ever use psychic staff powers. Plus 10 damage. I guess Heinrichs would use it. Okay. Void. Okay. So what do we have? We had the king. The king was the helmet, right? So much stuff. Oh my god. It was this one, right? Self-calibrating helmet. Yes. Cool. Probably doesn't look good, but let me just take a look. Show helmet. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. I don't know. I'll keep it on for a while. I might turn off the cut. I'm gonna turn it off. Looks like he has like actual armor. Let's see here. Well, we have that. We did that, and we have Heinrichs. We can give the gloves. The only problem is that this covers up his magnificent beard. Let's see. 32 wounds. And what does he have right now? Deflection gloves, the parry melee attacks. Oh, yeah, don't need that. Let's see, it was gloves, it was... I think it was something like that. Every second use of Psyker's unique psychic power deals at 22 additional damage. Yes. Yes. Because Heinrichs can sometimes use his staff power. That's good. Looks really cool. Yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. Okay, so I think we probably have to talk to... I think it goes with the outfit pretty well. Let's see here. I wonder if I can... I wonder if, like, different colors would look better. Let me see. Let me try out different colors here. Oh, it doesn't say anything. I don't think it does anything. Boop, boop, boop. Nope, doesn't. Okay, where is... Oh, my lord, frame rate, what's going on?
Let us raise our cups at 𝕊𝖊𝖊, in honor of deeds accomplished and in expectation of those yet to come.
So, why did you wish to meet with Thorwald? Just that he knows what might have been, what might have happened to your squad?
If anyone knows where my pack brothers are now, he does. But it is not right to speak of such things within others' hearing. That is why I thought it better to keep silent at the War Council.
I appreciate it. I appreciate him not, like, interrupting the War Council and, you know, making me look bad. Inform Thorwald that he's invited to board the ship.
I thank you, 𝕊𝖊𝖊.
Thorvald Ironhide. Thorvald has not come alone, but with a young brother in arms. With a mocking glance at Ulfar, he bellows, Thorvald Ironhide is here! Why have you summoned me, King 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊𝖗𝖆 Hodd? Ulfar, speak to me! Ulfar's brash joviality has evaporated from his voice. I know you, Thorvald, whether the path of battle has led my pack, the 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊𝖗. Halbrand, you haven't lost your pack, have you? Ever lost? The young wolf's voice is strong and insolent, and richly melodic. He tilts his head in mocking concern, watching Ulfar's complexion change and match the violent shade of his hair. We don't have a chance to talk properly at the council. I wanted to meet you. Ha ha! Of course you do! Who would miss the chance to strike us up a friendship with the illustrious leader of the equally illustrious Stormbiters? Go then, Halbrand. Recite the saga of my exploits, and make sure to include the landing in the Void Kraken's mouth. What? This is Halbrand, the Brave. Oh, he has a different name, does he? The most sonorous voice in my pack. Okay. Thorvald nods at the tall wolf, who seemed to radiate the proud vigor of a warrior. Ulfar, I think you meant to say Halbrand the Braggart, no? Oh ho ho! For his verses often weave together the truth with his own flights of fancy. Ulfar smiles vindictively with a viciousness utterly unbecoming of an angel of the Emperor. Now it's Halbrand's turn to blush. Thorvald Ironhide. Thorvald chuckles. Thank you for the correction. Ever lost? I reckon we can do without the saga. Are all wolves so hostile towards one another, or is something personal between the two of you? Thorvald chuckles. It is only friendly nipping. If there is hatred between us, the walls of the glorious hall would have long since been painted with blood. Such is the warrior's nature, a wolf's nature. When we meet with strength, we test our teeth on it. Ulfar huffs a laugh in response, but there's a personal side to it as well. The Stormbiters have always tried to best the baleful howl and the glory of their exploits. Tried and failed, for my pack was and remains superior. Do you know where Ulfar's pack is now? Feasting with the Allfather in the Hall of Heroes, I reckon. With Majord filling their homes to the brim, and valor and loyalty did fill their hearts. Lies! Do you see their bodies? Which of the brothers will avow to the truth of these words? Halbrand, Ironhide never lies. The young wolf's arm cuts through the air like an axe, and he angrily points at Ulfar. And you, Everlost, watch your tongue, unless you want my dagger to deliver a penance of eternal silence upon you. No, we did not see their bodies, but we heard their ranting and raving, which can only lead to the jaws of Mordkai. Oh, so maybe they became like Wolfen, and they lost themselves. Because the Space Wolves, so a lot of the Space Marines, the super soldier in this setting, they do have genetic flaws after thousands of years in service. Space Wolves have something called the Calyx Helix that can eventually make them more bestial and eventually become, they turn them into like almost like werewolf-like creatures. So that might be what happened to his brothers. We'd like to know the details. In the battle which you have lost. I'm just going to talk. This is tiring. In the battle which you have lost, ever lost, Arnulf and Skadi were captured by the Xenos, and the battleful Howl took prisoners of their own. I don't know what this accent I'm having. Under the torture, the Captain Xenos gave up the star coordinates where they were go to next. So important meeting, it seems. The place was far away, deep in the uncharted regions, where the servants of the Allfather never ventured. The brothers decided to go there. No navigator would dare lead them to dark places. So your brothers seized a trading boat and voyaged there without the helmsman. Ulfar, so you abandoned them to their grueling march? Ulfar's voice drops to a menacing rasp. Lower your hackles! I urged them not to throw away their lives in vain. Nothing but death could await them amongst those malevolent stars. We all came here to serve the Allfather and repay our blood debt, not to die for naught. Or have you forgotten that, Everlost? Ulfar, what will you do with this knowledge? I will not test our friendship, Outfather. I know if I call upon you to go with me in search of my pack, I'll be taking you away from other important battles and the saving of your home. So I'll go alone and seek my brothers, but I will not abandon you in your hour of need. I owe you. When you have defeated your enemies, I will leave you and follow the trail. I mean, I'll help him out. I mean, if I have time, but yeah. The trail is that trail is bloody and has long since gone cold, Brother Ulfar. There's no need to add another body to its tally. What is this accent I'm doing? As the leader of the Stormbaters, I call upon you to call upon you to our pack. Be a brother to us now. Ow! Ow! Ulfar gives the peacefully smiling Thorvald a penetrating look, his face darkening, and his voice dripping to a low and bestial snarl. Have you lost your mind, Thorvald? Halbrand, perhaps it is you who has lost his mind, if you are daring to speak so insolently to Ironhide. Halbrand's insinuating tone is dripping with such menace that even the drawing of his sword could not have made his threat any clearer. He's out there, join you back. Thorvald, your associate officer speaks with no one. Thorvald, your associate often speaks when no one has addressed him. Giving you a disgruntled look, Thorvald sternly cuts you off. When it concerns wolf matters, Halbrand will speak where he wishes. Do not forget that we are chosen warriors of the Allfather, King. Treat us like servants at your peril. I do what I wish. Ulfar's eyes flash with fury. Stop there, Thorvald. This mortal rescued me from captivity and proved his valor. I will not stand here and allow him to be disrespected. So you hold this mortal above your brothers? Being without a pack has turned you feral and stupid, Ooh, my lord! Jeez. What makes you so certain that his packmates are dead? When the baleful howl was setting off, we exchanged gifts, our pack runes. Every 10th watch, a priest cast the runes and saw what fate they revealed. 50 watches after baleful howl left, the runes showed calamity. 60 watches after they left, death. Since then, the runes have been voiceless, and their patterns hold no meaning. Ulfar, and that's it? The spirits deceived you, and your priest went a little soft in the head and forgot how to read those runes. For that you give my pack up for the dead? Cowards. The runes do not lie, Ulfar. You know this. I'm sorry about your brothers, but their fate is clear. I respect Ulfar for being loyal to his brothers. Stay out of wolf business, rogue traitor. I will not reveal the coordinates of this place to which your brothers traveled. Respect your alpha, Ulfar. That's an order. You're too quickly to call yourself my leader, Thorvald. Go and bark commands at your pups. Who are you calling a pup, Everlost? Unlike your pathetic pack, we will soon go into battle and accomplish great deeds. But you, coward that you are oh my lord. These guys gotta, like, duke it out. Ulfar and Halbrand's roars merge into a single word. Duel! Yeah. Say nothing and do not interfere. A harsh shout drowns out the two wolves, who are ready to lunge at one another. Quiet, both of you! Have you forgotten where you are? Homag can only take place on solid ground, not on a boat. The void and the warp are treacherous, and unfit to house a duel of the worthy. And secondly, I am your superior, Ulfar, and I'm not asking, but ordering you to break up your chest beating with deeds. The back of your chest beating with deeds. If the baleful Howl Pack is alive, as you say, let it march with the storm biters in the assault on Euphrates II. Let it display the valor on all the stories tell of. Will you stand alone for all your brothers, or have you gone soft? Awareness test succeeded. The wolf leader's tone may be threatening, but you notice a slight glint in his eyes. Ulfar, on the other hand, is growling furiously, with no matching twinkle in his gaze. We'll see about that. I will prove the Stormbiters will never be a match for the baleful Howl. At Vater, I will be at your side when you depart for the assault. Promise you will grant me this honor. Yeah, of course. It sounds like I have to. I promise. You have my word, Ulfar. If you prove your words carry more weight than a battle axe, I will tell you where your brothers went. If you fail, you will submit. Okay. Interesting. So I guess, like, if he doesn't have a pack, then he has to join that other guy's squad. I don't know. I'm kind of drawing a blank with the specifics on how Space Wolf organization works in this, but it sounds like it's something like that. He wants Ulfar to be part of his pack. So it's like pack politics, I guess. Okay, so we're going to do a space combat. We're going to destroy the orbital stuff. And then we're going to do a carpet bombing run on the planet. And then we're going to do a dungeon run. 8:55. So we got, let's see, we're almost at 2 hours. We'll aim for another half an hour, but we'll probably do more than that. Just a wild guess. The retreater's ship took its place in the center of the attack formation. The right flank was guarded by sacred combat vessels of the 𝕿𝖗𝖆𝖊𝖊 Mechanicus, and the left consisted of combined forces gathered by the Lord Inquisitor, headed by the frigate of the indomitable Space Wolves. They needed to deploy their ships in a wide arc. Hopefully I get to actually, like, fight the space combat. I want, like, a big space combat. The enemy deployed their ships in a wide arc and attempted to surround the squadron, but the heretics' plan was not meant to be. Thorvald and Opticon 22 sent their detachments forward, tying up the enemy in combat and presenting the Lord Captain, or presenting the King, with a chance to deliver a blow to the very heart of the enemy position, where the flagships of these traitors to humanity awaited their final hour. Okay, let's do it. I wonder if they're going to add any interesting things on the next DLC to the ship combat. Because I think this DLC was where fighter squadrons came from. Okay.
All stations,
Nice.
report when manned and ready.
Let's see here. Avalar 2, man the guns. Okay, what we got? Oh, we only have. There's only one? Ooh, look at this. Blasphemous Sticks Heavy Cruiser. 380. I can do that. The Ice Serpent is still pretty tough. You're just big and fat. That's all you have. That's all you have going for you. Get chance, chance, 4 armor. Starfire Lance. Oh, he has fighters. Warp Rift. The wood ship opens a short-lasting warp portal which damages targets not aligned with chaos. Watch out. Doesn't seem too crazy. So first off, let's do Warp Wave. Let's change the direction of this guy. Oh, we can't do it? Target invalid. Oh, you can't use Warp Wave on chaos ships. Oh, does not affect ships larger than cruisers. Okay, it's too big and fat. That sucks. Okay. What's the movement? Movement. Let's see here. I don't want to take the first volley. Let's see what I can do about that. It's here. Overloads enemy shields, redistributing them, and then uses on a fire ship. Okay, that's cool. My backup frigate is probably going to go in first, I'm assuming. So let's do this. Get further away from this guy. Do this. This. Wish I could zoom out more. Do, like, go here. Yeah, go here, and then I'll reinforce my shields on the back. Reinforce rear shields. Okay, what else can I do? Starhawk bombers, fighters. Let's get some fighters out here, actually.
Send our enemies to the void.
Because he's probably going to launch some fighters. I want to intercept his fighters with mine. Okay, and you guys go. I'll go the full distance. Swing around. I'll try to hit him from behind when he goes for my escort. what you doing there. Pretty little warp storm. Ooh, you can spawn 2 at one time. Okay, interesting. Interesting. So how can I do this? So swing around and then make it. What can I do? This guy's probably going to only take like 1 round of fire and that's going to want to die. So can I actually get... I can't even get to the... Go here also. What's the best thing to do? What is the best thing? I guess I don't want to go this way because I'll just be running through the little warp storms. So I'll do this. And then... Let's see. Cooldown from 1 to 3 rounds at random. What does this do again? Swing run. What else can I do? I'll save that. Go there, and I'll get another fighter wing.
Destruction upon our enemies.
And I'll do forward facing. And how long does this last? I think it's just 1 turn, so it's kind of pointless. Guys, if you haven't already, be sure to like and follow and subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. I really would appreciate whatever you could do for me. Join our Discord, check out our social media. All the links you could ever want are going to be mostly pinned in the chat or on the video description below. Also on my About page. But yeah, come hang out. We stream Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday morning. And I'm going to try to... I won't promise, but I'll try to stream a little bit more often. But real life stuff can kind of get in the way sometimes. Yes. We'll go here. And we'll try to destroy these guys. Yes. Yes. Go here. Yes, nice. First attack. Oh, why are you going through it? Why are you going through it? Oh my god. Worst captain ever. Yeah, he's gonna die.
Burn in the fires of
Bye! Okay. This is actually good. Save. Let's do... Yes. Can I... Hold on. Can I do... Oh, I can ram them too. Flagship rams an enemy dealing damage. This is increased by +10 for each flagship movement point spent. Ooh, I can actually get a really good ram. The flagship is then slowed and is unable to use prow-mounted weapons until the end of his turn. Wait, can I use prow-mounted weapons before? Oh, I guess I can. Oh, one square away. Let's try it. Let's do it. Wait, can I not? Wait, but why can't I... Wait, why can't I charge? Do I have to be... Do I have to charge in the middle? Is that what's going on? I think it's gonna work now. Okay, so... And then I can go... Hopefully I'll have more... No, I probably won't have any movement points. Let's just try it. I haven't actually had... I don't know if I've had a chance to ram anything this campaign. Whee! Here we go!
There's a breach in our defenses.
Okay. I don't have any more movement. Okay. And then we can down. Let's see here. Should I keep the? I guess I'll keep the shields as they are. Overland's enemy shields reduce from them on the weakened side flanking the flagship. Sure. Okay, so dorsal.
Bring doom to our enemies.
But can I do boarding party? Can only be used once per round, but I haven't. Wait, why can't I use it? Unavailable. It's a boarding party. Oh, because maybe I use this. Yes. For example, use both of them was boast for one turn. Yeah, hold on. Cancel. Actually. Choo. Why can't I use that? Oh, I have to. I can't use either of those. That's fine. Yes, that's all I can. Restart shields. I'm fine. Okay, so we do. Oh, these guys right here? Wait, where is he? Oh. No. Let's not do that. I don't want to go through the space. I don't want to go through the storm and kill my Wraith Starfighter. I can't tell. I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it. It's going to go through the storm. Can't really tell very well. Nope. 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 And I can do. That's fine. Okay. It's probably not going to turn, so I'm going to have this guy go probably over here. And when it passes, the Starfighters will cut him off. That's him. Ooh, shields hold, please. Ah, ouch. Okay, that hurt a little bit. Okay, so actually should be a little careful, shouldn't I? Can I do? Hold on. Can I do? I'll do. I think this reduces cooldown too, doesn't it? Yes. So what was I planning on doing? I feel like I was planning on using a masterful tactic, but I can't remember what it was.
Unleash the power of our lance batteries. Deliver their demise.
Okay. Just gotta kill this guy ASAP. Wait. Oh, wait, can I not move first? Wait, why can't I move? I'm a little confused. Oh, I have to... Oh, we're blocking each other? What? What the hell? Go here, I guess? Okay. Fucking weird. Oh, oh, wait, no, this is the debuff, right? I think this is the debuff. I'm not entirely sure. So we'll do... here, and we'll zoom around. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll do this. Still gonna get the proper side. Yeah.
Show them the fury of our macro cannons.
We'll go behind them. Less. Yeah, there we go. We'll do. Change our shield directive. And that should be fine. Okay, cool. Ah, boo. Okay, returning base, that's fine. Do kill these guys. I think that's good. It's on fire. He's not gonna be able to shoot me properly. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, guys. Oh, miss! Nice! Oh, not miss. Oh, miss! Oof. Oh my god. So many hits. This is actually kind of tough. Oh, god damn. Wow. Yeah, this is kind of tough. I think this might be kind of problematic. Might not reach there. Pulse. I need to restart my shields. I don't know if maybe I shouldn't have let up with a. I shouldn't have done a charge on that larger ship. Can't do that. I'm just kind of thinking about what I want to do.
Bring doom to our enemies. Unleash the power of our lance batteries.
Why can't I use boarding action? I don't know if I'm missing something. Can I do... Can't launch more wings. I have to wait until they recharge, I guess. Anything else I can do? I don't think so. Oh! They died. That sucks. I could probably... Oh man. He's almost dead.
Timorous blue
I'm almost
shrouds
dead.
the decks, Lord Captain.
Okay, let's... I think all my ships are done. Dunzo. Can I do... Oh wait, do I have to... Hold on. I do not like this. Do I have to move through it? I think I might have to move through it. I can do... I have to move... Oh, it's forcing me to move through it. Let's just try it. It's gonna make me move through it.
We have a destination to reach.
Oh man! Ah! Hold on. Let's just load. Fighters are small targets after all. Yeah. I could go... I could put... This is not an unwinnable fight with what I have. I actually upgraded my ship quite a bit. I'm surprised I'm having this much difficulty with this fight. I think if I didn't like ram it, I would have had a better time. Almost any item in the game can be placed in cargo. Abelard can be placed in cargo. Do this. Wait, cancel. Cancel. Cancel! Cancel! Okay, whatever.
Fall ahead.
Anything else? Oh, so close. So close to the shield pulse. What else I can do? Let's just do our best.
Bring doom to our enemy. Another
There we
bomb
go.
macro
Cool.
cannon.
Okay, now let's try to get as far away from those fighters as we can. And yeah. Where you going? You're out of fuel, right? Pew pew.
Unleash the power of our lance batteries.
And pew 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 pew.
Bring doom to our enemies.
Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. This is gonna be funny if they destroy us. You better run. It just explodes. Yay!
Our mastery of the void.
Cool. Oh, we level up. Nice. I definitely need scrap. Dark Halo, Unholy Amulets. Okay, cool. Upgrade. Nice. Yeah, that was kind of tough. Jeez. Like, there's a lot of, like, combats in this. It's like, there's a lot of combats that are really, really easy. And then suddenly there's just, like, this one combat that's incredibly hard. Like, the difficulty is, like, all over the place sometimes. Torpedo specialty, don't really need that. Corpuscari chant. At the end of each turn, the most damaged sector of the flagship shield is restored to 50% of its strength. That's not bad. Duration. Duration 2 rounds plus 1 round for every 20 points in the shield's tech use skill. Okay, cool. That's not bad. Imperium Storm. The flagship makes 7 attacks, each of which deal random target a random enemy in an 8-cell range and deals 8 to 14 warp damage. So far, the Corpuscari chant sounds better. Maximum overdrive. The flagship speed is increased by 2. Its maneuverability is increased by 1. The bonus damage dealt by voice ship ram. I'm not doing that again. Premonition. The flagship's auger scan the area for favorable tactical positions. While the flagship is in such a position, its evasion is increased by 35%. Okay. Arc augury. Flagship's next shot gains +2 extra range. Okay. Shallow jump. Flagship makes a shallow warp jump in a random forward direction. Okay. I think this is good. Next. So we got that. All hands on deck is only torpedoes, right? Flagship torpedoes. Yeah, we don't really use torpedoes. Maybe the next like playthrough for this game, I'll do like a torpedo build. Hold on one second. Let me get some water. Okay. Can we use Flagship makes 7 attacks, each of which target a random enemy in an 8-cell range and deals from 8 to 14 warp damage. Can only be used. Well, I think warp damage bypasses shields. Can only be used once per round. Okay. Oh, okay. So you can use that as another attack. That's not bad. Maybe this. +1 round for every 10 points in the warp channel's lower warp skill. Flagship auger scanning areas. I think I'll do that. Okay, cool. Posts. We have everyone. Oh, we don't have we don't have a master of the Theorics in a post. Do that. Let's see. What's her? 85. Cool. Yeah. So Supreme Commander 147, Master Cannoneer 110. Sounds fine. Shield Master 105. Ooh, Kibble is actually better. Of course, Scary Chant. Yeah. That's 80, 100. Okay, we have Warp Channeler. 110. Okay, everyone's in a good position. Nice. Okay, cool. Opponents. I think we're all fine. Oh, we could upgrade. What do we have? 450? That's fine. Yes, definitely repair. Okay, and save. What time is it? 9:31. Oh, we'll try to, within the next 40 minutes, we'll end the stream. Cool. Planetary Assault. Yes! For the Emperor! For the Hodd! For the Dynasty! Sector, Cronus Expanse. Region, Mundus Valencia System. Okay. Location, Dargonis. Palace of the Lord General Militant. Material, extract from the memoirs of When the Expanse Burned. Author, Corvin Lazarus, Lord General Militant of the Dargonis Planetary Defense Garrison. A general once said that all wars are fundamentally the same. If you've seen one, you've seen them all. Grok shit. The general didn't waste evidence. Didn't waste events on Euphrates II. King Guillermo Valencius Hodd was the supreme commander in that battle, a man of iron will, unfaltering, unshakable, sexy as hell. I served his personal enforcer guard back then, just another cocky kid who thought he was an expert soldier. The Emperor was gracious to me. He gave me the chance to realize how wrong I was. Most of my comrades didn't get a chance like that. Long as Agenta and Lord Captain have uncovered the clue to possible occasional. Oh, okay. Okay, so we got something for Argenta's questline. The shuttles would have blocked out the sun if you could have seen it through the smoke of the Manufactorum City of Sigma S13. As its heart stood at the machine cathedral, our primary objective. The king showed us mercy by having the landing zone bombarded from orbit. All the shuttles carried troops, and more importantly, precious vehicles, and they reached their destination. Daunted by our numbers, the enemy withdrew. That was the perfect moment for the decisive attack. With an armored vehicle force of this size, we had the upper hand. Upon descending from orbit, Sister Argenta inspired the troops with the very first notes of her prayers. Her singing was the Emperor's voice, commanding us to fight without any regard for our own lives. After rousing the soldiers to launch a daring raid, she quickly captured one of the heretics' commanders. That was when we heard a starkly different voice coming from the Sister of Battle. Trembling with fury, she personally interrogated the miscreant, pulling one poisoned confession after another out of him. When she was done, the world was purged of his impure breath, and she was the one wielding the flamer. The sight of that heretic writhing in flames was imprinted upon our memories, shining a light on the cruel darkness of our immediate future like a brilliant beacon. In the command center, the king ordered his generals to deliver tactical report to the officers. Deliver tactical report to officers and commence a rapid tank assault. Deliver tactical report to officers. Commence a rapid assault in accordance with the military doctrine of army. Proceed with caution, with comprehensive. Let's see what we have. We have 100%. We have 65%. We have 100%. Guardian advance while utilizing the surviving planetary populace of humans. Advance while utilizing the surviving planetary populace as human shields. Commence a rapid tank assault in accordance with the military doctrine of Iron Wave. Proceed with caution while the support of comprehensive area reconnaissance. Wait, does this mean this is my action? Or can I do this and this? Deliver tactical report to the officers. Okay, cool. We can do both. The best breakthrough point into the Manufactorum Sigma S13 was receiving Doc Mu 514, one of the oldest parts of the city, whose fortifications and defensive systems were starting to show their age. Every approach to it was covered in traps, atomic mines, mechanical mayhem collars. Mechanical mayhem collars, that's so cool. Skin-rending arch viruses. But we were ready to advance, taking our sector after sector, even if it meant throwing our bodies at whatever the enemy had in store for us. In the command center, the king ordered his generals to... let's see here... because we're right to commence a rapid tank assault. Caution one support reconnaissance. No, let's just go in. Use our tactics. Our negligible losses during the landing gave us enough armored vehicles for a decisive push against the enemy positions. We began our advance. I will never forget the roar of the tank, its treads tearing the heretics' infantry to pieces, accompanied by the shrieks of las guns and the rumble of heavy artillery, the deafening symphony of war. Nothing could stop us. We marched. Forward, said the king. Forward! Nothing could stop us. We marched in the wake of a column of armored beasts, not turning to look at the mushroom clouds. Awesome. Climbing over piles of enemy bodies and those of our own. We had our orders. Pushing through the ruins of the sacred... awareness test failed. Pushing through the ruins of the sacred workshops, we looked with awe upon machines that, up until that point, had remained forbidden to the eyes of the laity. Those were places of incredible and frightening technology. Void ship assembly halls, alchemical atriums, sacred arsenals, generators producing invisible fields unsettling to the mind, and scriptoriums containing knowledge of horrors best left undiscovered. But the stern tech priests drove us forth with electrical prods, never letting us stop and explore the hollowed machine halls. The Vanguard regiments detail reasons why the first assault failed. It requires heretical fanatic. What do we got? We got 95% chance, 85% chance. The Vanguard regiments to detail the reasons why the first assault. What? Oh, there's more. Okay. Oh, there's a lot more. Jeez. Oh God. At last we reached the decks of the 𝕿𝖗𝖆𝖊𝖃, the threshold of the metal nightmare that was Manufactorum Sigma S13. However, the initial attempts to storm the docks shattered against the enemy's defenses. Magos Dominus Opticon 22 proposed a tech sabotage. He could send small Sigatari units behind enemy lines and have them subdue the spirits of the area's defensive systems. I mean, that sounds good. Thorvald, the fierce leader of the Space Wolves, proposed to send infiltrators beyond the walls to kill enemy officers and weaken the dock's defenses. That sounds good too. The Vanguard went said detailed reasons why the first assault failed. Yeah, tell me why the first assault failed. The influence of the ruinous powers had corrupted and twisted Doc Move 514 beyond recognition. Many potential approaches were blocked by walls of flesh infused with metal. Ugh. And abnormalities that bent reality around them. Hundreds of possessed machines assembled at Euphrates 2 rose against us. The enemy was expecting us to strike, and we needed to disrupt their defenses before attacking. Interesting. It sounds like it sounds like the infiltrators are going to be better, because it sounds like the tech has been compromised. So, let's send out the Space Wolves to over the walls and have them deal with things. Succeeded. The Space Wolves entered the city undetected and reaped a bloody harvest there. The infiltrators killed one officer after another, sowing panic and disarray amongst the enemy. The bodies were impaled on spikes so the heretics could see their commanders from afar. Once the mayhem had reached its peak, the Space Wolves demolished the turrets, opened the gates, and gave us the signal to attack. The dock was ours. It took us many days to break through the metal heart of the Manufactorum. In the third week of the assault, the Vanguard was halted and swept away by the salvo of plasma macro cannons. Scorning every cannon of sacred engineering, the heretics had placed the hull of an unfinished void cruiser on treads, several kilometers long. The Leviathan of adamantine plasteel barred our way. Okay, so we have to fight a void ship on treads. Magos Dominus Opticon 22 insisted that we retake the sacred machine, for the vessel had been in the making for many decades, and its destruction would mean a great tragedy for the Imperium. It seems like they've corrupted a lot of the technology here. It came as a surprise to all when the Space Royal Thorvald supported the Magos Dominus. After the king has reconciled him with the explorer leader, Thorvald had tamed his pride and spoke in favor of the Tech Priest's cause in liberating the noble machine. The king then sent scouts to assess the fearsome weapon. The sight was both terrifying and mesmerizing. A majestic cathedral that was designed to cut through the void was instead resting on treads the size that staggered the imagination. Oh, that's so cool. Those treads were grinding buildings to dust, and the ship's heavy cannons were incinerating entire tank formations. How could mere mortals hope to defeat a behemoth like that? Cruiser be destroyed using blessed magnets on charges. We got 30% chance. Jeez, because it's so tough. We got 40% logic. 22. Oh my lord. Not a lot of good chances. Coming to a sacred vessel, you claims the enemy's clutches. Dropped out. Had an entire void ship drop upon the cruiser from orbit. Although a lot of the Imperial ships cannot handle atmospheric transition, just because they're so heavy. Once they get into an atmosphere, they just collapse upon themselves. Fighter side, the small circus. Oh, yeah, great, I guess. Great, I guess. They're tasing the men. Yep, you gotta go forward. Where are smart people? Apparently, they're still. I mean, all the roles are like have like -80 penalty, -95 penalty. They're smart, just like not smart enough, I guess. I do, but I mean, look at this. Like, I think Kibla had like 195 tech, no, 135 tech use, but still. I think, yeah, this is a better chance, 40% chance of success. So let's try to, oh god, this is like the worst time to fail a roll. Okay, so we got a void ship on treads coming at us. Oh, thank god. Tech use chance succeeded. Having the sacred machine on our side could have been given our offense a sizable edge. Our orders were to get a landing force to the cruiser's bridge and escort the engine seers to the main cogitator. Our shuttles used the turret's blind spot to deploy elite troops on board the cruiser. While they were engaged with the shrieking heretics, the engine seers reasoned with the machine spirit of the main cogitator, initiated a blessed purgation protocol of the inner decks. It took us 3 days to drag every last cultist corpse out of the compartments. Slipping in pools of blood mixed with sacred unguents, we made it to the machine cathedral, our gargantuan hall breathing with the flames of 1,000 furnaces. The last bastion of the enemy army. That is where I first faced the word bearers, betrayers of humanity and unworthy sons to the Emperor. What could we, mortal humans, possibly do to match the unholy bestial rage? The king. Okay, what do we got? We got -80, -80, -40. 65%. 65%, 67%, 70%. So they're all pretty much the same. Command us to close ranks and direct all available forces against the word bearers. Devise a plan to police the space rolls of the first of the strikes. Brought the might of captured explorator cruiser the bear. Ooh, that sounds fun. Brought the might of the captured explorator cruiser the bear. Yeah, let's do that. 70% chance. Yes, nice. There's no greater pleasure in war than turning the enemy's own weapon against them. Chaos Marines stronger than an army of ordinary troops. But even they cannot survive a direct hit from a macro cannon. The cruiser's weapons track their targets well, and no armor could protect them against shots like that. The Leviathan's treads rolled over the enemy defenses, decimating the contemptible word bearers and bringing us great triumph. Yes! Ave Emperor! Glory into the Imperium! And that's what it came. Doom Scream. An ancient and bloodthirsty hellbrute, a merciless executioner forged from adamantine and ceramite. That single foe was repelling our assaults one after another, turning hundreds of soldiers into bloody pulp. For as long as that abomination lived, we had no hope of reaching the heart of the enemy cathedral. The dire-eyed Thorvald volunteered to track down and destroy the vile spawn, but fate had other things in store for him and his brothers. The Space Wolves pack was the first to storm the Machine Cathedral, and thus Magos Dominus Opticon 22 assembled a cohort of elite Skitarii and said that he would locate and eliminate Doomscream. The soldiers were whispering that he was willing to activate the so-called Guaranteed Annihilation Protocol, a terrible and ominous rite that is as lethal to the servants of the Omnicide as it is to his faithful servants. Okay. Upon arrival at the front lines, the king questioned the survivors who would witness the ruin of Doomscream. Those lucky enough to have escaped with their lives had little to tell us. They have remembered a terrible howl hanging in the air and a death machine impossibly quick for its size, dismembering people and crumpling tanks with its horrific manipulators. I have a feeling I'm going to have to fight this thing. This enemy was ancient, devious, and utterly mad. The heretic's mind was clouded by rage and hatred, and his body was bound within a prison of metal and mutilated flesh. Upon arriving at the front lines, the king... his suicide mission. We got weapon skill 30. Led his retinue to hunt down the... Ooh! It sounds like something the king would do. 37% chance. Argentea is usually a god of demolition. Attack priest is at logic attack, yeah. 30% for... What happens? Do I get like a bunch of like wounds if I lose this? Led the I'm gonna just chance it. Led the retinue to hunt down the ancient killing machine itself. Ah, failed. The fight was grueling and bloody. Even the king's retinue could not pierce Doomscream's indestructible armor. It seemed that the king's abundant luck was about to run out, but then Opticon 22, Skitarii, and Thorvald Space Marines joined the fray. Their strife forgotten, the two commanders assailed the unholy weapon of destruction. Nice. It was the rogue trader's wise guidance that allowed their strikes to pierce Doomscream's armor. Brutally wounded and humiliated, the profane executioner had no choice but to flee from the fight. The abomination's torn pincer, fitted with an ancient and powerful bolter, became the rogue trader's rightful trophy. Unhollowed bellow. You need to be heretical. Okay. What? 10 through 15 damage? Why? Rate of fire... Huh? Wait, well, let's take a look at this. Heavy bolter. Recoil. Wait, does it 8 shots recoil 40? Does that mean 40 shots? I don't know. An abominable weapon that once tore into the hand of the helper known as Doomscream, the heinous champion of the Warbearers Legion. The monster's hand was severed in the heart of the battle, and the remains of his corrupted bolter were used to forge a new, more compact weapon. The malevolent spirit dwelling within this dark relic demands that the sacred unguents used to appease it must be mixed with flesh of the blood of the innocent. A successful hit with this weapon randomly applies one of the following negative effects. Bleeding burning toxin, perplex, stagger. Ooh, God, that's pretty good, actually. Bolter weapon. I'll have to be a heretic for it. Okay, I didn't get any wounds? Really? Recoil is how inaccurate it gets, I'm sure. Yeah, I haven't really been using heavy bolter weapons. At last, we reached the Machine Cathedral. We saw a yearning lift shaft that left behind by a colossal land-gnawing drill that had been burrowed 4 kilometers into the depth of the planet. There, deep below, lay the last hiding place of the heretics' leaders. Hundreds of grenades, accompanied by promises of swift judgment, were hurled into a pit. Such was our righteous anger. The planetary assault was a resounding success. The enemy forces were shattered and broken. A small fraction remained in the Machine Cathedral, but the rest either had been destroyed or were destined to be destroyed soon. The king's retinue and the Space Wolves band delved into the shaft, heading towards the heart of the Machine Cathedral. We watched them leave with reverence in our eyes, and we were setting up a perimeter around the entrance. We knew that the true outcome of the Battle of Euphrates II depended on them, and that our fates were theirs to the side. Cool. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Shoot. Maybe I should have leveled up Othar earlier. Hopefully I'll get a chance to level him up. Yeah, it is a piece of heretic technology, you're right. Hope you guys are doing okay. Wish you all the best. Hope you are all able to smite numerous heretics this week. Guys, if you haven't already, my YouTube thing that I gotta say, be sure to like and follow and subscribe if you haven't already. Scratch and sniff the like button and the subscribe button and the bell, if you may. Tell me what it smells like in the comments below. Fishing Cathedral. Looks like it might be a little bit of a dungeon, so we might have a little bit of time to level up and equip Ulfar. Ulfar. I can launch up Dark Tide later for tonight. Oh, I think I still need to buy Dark Tide. I'm gonna be cleaning up around the house today. Like for the last couple months, I've been kind of not really doing the best at maintaining my house. And today, my wife and I are gonna really buckle in and really clean up a little bit of areas. I have a lot of old stuff that my grandfather left me after his passing, so I have to figure out what to do with that. So I would like to stream more often. I really should, just for general. The more you stream, I think the more you're gonna get noticed. So it would help grow the brand. Maybe maybe after today, I'm gonna try to squeeze in some more streams this week. I always say that. I'm gonna try it again this week. Pause. Wait. Do I have enough time? Yes. Awesome. Save. Saving game is not possible. Hold up. Yes. I don't even know what I was planning on doing with him. He's a pistol and he's pistol in melee, right? Agility is always good if nothing else. Let's give him more agility. Brutal Hunter, Lifetime of Stars, Tenacity. I could do also. I was saying I could probably do heavy weapons, but most like Space Wolves can't use a lot of human weapons, so I don't know if it's really gonna do much. Let's see. I don't think. Yeah, I can't use. Yeah, he can't use Eldar weapons. Expert Frontier, last weapon, heavy weapon proficiency. Maybe we'll just give it to him. Like I'll have maybe a backup weapon set. His secondary weapon set will be heavy weapons. And I'll figure it out later. Best way to build up Space Wolf and make him go all out on gunning. Make him a machine gunner bolter. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll kind of keep the spec that the developers gave him for a while, but I'll also start building up his heavy weapon stuff. It'll be nice to have a heavy weapons expert on the team. Wait, go back, actually. Hold on. Hold on one second. Heavy weapon proficiency. Yeah, actually, he already has enough for... Yeah, I already have enough strength for heavy weapons. So I don't need that. This is kind of useless. This is pointless to have. Last weapon expert, medical expert. Do I have bolter proficiency? Bolter weapon proficiency. He already has it. Character chain weapon expert. He does not have it. Flame weapon expert. Melted weapon expert. Plasma weapon expert. Plasma weapon expert. Solid weapon. Swift movements. Power. Let's do plasma. Or should I do? I never use las weapons. Flame weapon. Anything else? He's not going to be my skill guy. He's going to be my... Definitely going to give him... Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, we'll do plasma stuff. I don't really have any guys with plasma, so I can always give him plasma stuff. This is offhand stuff. Plus, I can give him plasma pistols. Make a machine gun, a bolter, a blasting maniac. You can also fight if pressed. Yeah, didn't mean to make it sound like a command. No. Don't worry about it, Ace. I don't mind you guys giving me advice. You guys in chat, you guys can say whatever you want. If you want to, don't be shy. If you have some advice, be sure to let me know. It really does help me out. Concentrated fire. Next range area attack made by the soldier deals 120% damage and has a dot reduction. That might be good for using plasma. Dash. Immediately makes dashes in the selected point. Spending all their movement points does not provoke the attacks of opportunity. Allows the soldier to dash through allies and enemies, but not near obstacles. Entrench, he already has. It's something similar. What does this do? 0 AP. Entrench. I think soldier immediately spends all their AP and MP and gives a plus 30%. No. Let's do concentrated fire. If we're gonna give them potentially plasma weaponry, area attack would be good. And let's see here. What do we have? 100 awareness. Give them awareness. Attention. Oh, I haven't even bookmarked any of his stuff. You didn't really have. Didn't really think I was going to be using them. Attention. Okay, let's look. Let me get some. Are we going to be able to do the combat? Let's see, what time is it? Might not have time for the full combat. Might just be able to level. We'll level them up, and I guess we'll get a preview of the combat. Because if I say I'm going to do the combat, then it's going to be, or we're going to do what's after the combat, and then we're going to do what's after the combat. It just keeps on spiraling from there. I would like to play this all day, of course, and hang out with you guys all day. Unfortunately, I'm just not able to do it. After Alec takes an extra turn, Cataclysm, all damage dealt by the character is increased by 3%. New enemy damage. This combat, that's fine. Combat mediation, the character gains plus 15 willpower as long as they do not have. Okay, so plus 15 willpower essentially. Whenever the character applies blinded, slowed, fatigue, perplexed, or disturbed effects, no critical velocity. Character critical hit chance and their critical damage are increased by 5% of their dodge. Sure, I'll bookmark that. Crushing Assault. The character's first melee attack each round deals an additional plus 2 damage for every cell between the character's current position and the spot where they started this turn. No. Character's dodge reduction is higher than enemy's dodge. Character's damage against the enemy. Death dealer. Every round after the character kills the first enemy, the character immediately makes an additional single attack against the closest enemy that they can target with the same weapon if possible. Yeah, that's fine. Bookmark that. Degraded defense. Character deals damage to an enemy. The enemy suffers 1 stack of degraded defense. Oh yeah, that's always really good. Okay. Disastrous collision. When targets pushed by the characters collide with enemies or cover, both the target and the object they collide with such an additional plus 16 damage. What does that? Is it based off of strength? Still not a huge amount. It's weird having like specialties for like push or like knockdown, right? I don't know. I think those kind of things like were better in Wrath of the Righteous, the other Owlcat game, because you can do stuff like in Wrath of the Righteous. You can gear out your guy to, like when you knock someone down, immediately get an attack on them. And you can have a pet that can knock things down. You can have like after you charge something, you have a thing to knock things down. But I don't know if pushing in knockdown in this is as good. During the first round of the combat, the character has plus 2 additional action points. I like that. Maybe. Your subordinates. Will allies take actions? We don't know. Extermination. Any damage with the character deals increased by 1 for any attack they made this combat. Sure. Firebrand. If an extra turn. No. We don't give extra turns. Flag bearer. All allies within 2 cells around this character deals plus 7 more damage. No, that's an Avalar thing or an Avalar 2 thing. I should just, as a joke, I should just make a mercenary that's Avalar 2. He's just apparently in the rotation. Like he's Avalar's like nervous about losing his job. I should make try to get a portrait that looks almost exactly like Avalar but not quite. Just look at a more elaborate mustache. At the start of the character's turn, they restore 10% of their maximum wounds. Sure. Oop, no. Full attention. Targets they consider the character a priority target. No, that's an Avalar thing or an Avalar 2 thing. Ammos that have 0 deflection or 0 armor against that target's effects suffer 10% additional damage for the character if both enemy has both 0 to 0 armor. That's not bad actually, because not a lot of beings have deflection. The character gains plus 4 bonus to armor penetration, dodge reduction. Lethal threat. Enemies hit by the character with melee attack must make a willpower resistance test or make the character the priority target. No, that's an 𝕿𝖊𝖊 2 thing. Whenever the enemy fails a willpower resistance test against the character, they suffer 7 direct damage. No. Martyrdom. When the character is attacked by an enemy, they gain momentum equal to the difficulty tier of the attacking creature. No. I mean, it's okay. Whenever the character's single shots deal damage to targets other than their main target, they gain +5 ballistic skill until the end of the combat. It's like, I haven't really had a problem hitting things. So getting additional ballistic skill or weapon skill doesn't seem to be that crazy. Deadeye shot, we don't have any snipers. Whenever the character pushes an enemy, we don't really push. Peaking condition, the character gains bonus to their strength equal to 20% of their maximum wounds. It's not bad, but I'll just put it there for later. Character gains +5 to all characteristics. 25 wounds or less. That's more of a king thing. The character ignores 3 of the enemy's deflection. There's still a lot of stuff, jeez. When the character is healed, they regain +40 more wounds. Sure, I'll bookmark that. Whenever the character loses wounds, their next melee attack gains +1 damage for every 2 wounds lost stacks. That's a king thing. Shot through, the character's attacks gain initial +37 over penetration. That's for snipers. Don't have snipers. The character's deflection is doubled against single target attacks. That's actually not that bad. I wonder if I bookmarked that for 𝕿𝖊𝖊. The character's dodge reduction in armor penetration increased by 10 over the critical hit chance. Sure, I'll bookmark that. Tough as steel. The character gains +12 additional wounds. Bookmark that. Tricky defense. As long as the character wears light armor. No. The character gains a bonus to all resistance tests equal to +30. Not bad. Unstoppable. The character becomes immune to all effects that reduce their MP. They gain +4 MP. I don't know. Maybe I'll bookmark it. Why not? Vital points. When the character scores a critical hit, they have a chance to increase their crit. So it's a yeah. This one's like a double critical hit. Okay, so Cataclysm. Creates critical hits. Death dealer around the character. Single attack. Every round after the character kills the first enemy, the character makes every round after the character kills the first enemy, the character immediately makes an additional single attack against the closest enemy they can target with the same weapon. Attack deals 30% base damage. Same attack. No, same type of attack. Like if I shoot someone with a plasma weapon, but with it has explosion, like AOE on it. Does the next one have? Let's do that. Death dealer. Try it out. Lifetime scars. Waiting orders. Around the single area by Irish militant. What's this again? Every round, the first single target ability used by an ally on Irish militant gains +1. Yeah, that's good. Let's just do that. Agility. Strength is good, right? Yeah, strength is good. You know, actually, I think some heavy weapons need additional strength, so I'll pump up strength. Oh god, maybe I should have done the talent then. Yeah, fine. Stars. Enough bullets for everyone. Soldier's second attack in the turn. It deals +17 more damage to soldiers that have been not suffered damage for the soldier during this turn. Combat Medicae. Healing ally. Demolition engineer. So damage instead of intelligence. Determine additional damage dealt with range area attacks. That's good. Deals 5% more damage for every 10 points in demolition. Maybe? And if bolts exploits surroundings. Cover efficiency and cover. Fired up. Whenever soldier deals damage, their critical damage increased by 1 until the end of combat. That's pretty good. What do I have over here? Lifetime scars, tenacity. I guess I have a lot of ranks to go through. Integrity, when at full wounds, first hit of every range burst attack deals additional damage equal to the weapon's current rate of fire. Additional damage. Yeah, that might be good. Rack and Ruin. After the soldier deals damage to 3 different enemies, the soldier gains +24 more damage for the next attack in the current combat. Maybe. Rapid reload was like, oh, he already has it. Second skin, character with medium armor. It doesn't use medium armor. Swift Slaughter, Revelant Slaughter can be used after 2 kills instead of 3. That's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good. Trace the trajectory. All soldier successfully dodges or uses cover against enemy's attack. Let's just use Swift Slaughter. Kick, they already have it. Reckless Rush. Confident Approach. Okay, devastating attack. The next attack, if it hits, will cause all targets to make a toughness test resistant to negative 18 penalty. If failed, the target will suffer negative attack based on attack damage type. Piercing raining damage, energy place bonded. Reckless Rush. Archimel immediately gains plus 9 MP. Actually, I think I'd rather get this because he's so bulky. He seems to need more movement. So I think I will use that. It's like I don't want to do melee, but let's see what I got here. 55. Okay. Let's what can I actually equip with this guy? Let's see here. Look at how big he is. Okay, we got heavy stubber, calibrated heavy stubber, bolter, 3-6. Let's do a heavy weapon in this slot. Calibrated heavy stubber. Ooh, Melta. What else can we do? Ooh, heavy bolter. Nice. Do we have any heavy plasma? I guess we don't. Started power. Okay. Bolt pistol. Better bolt pistol. Nice. Me. We got large pattern chain axe. Let's try heavy bolter for a little bit. Was it oh, let me get some more water. Talking way too. I'm not talking enough. That's why my throat is always sore. Ballistic skill 95. Okay. Let's see here. We got bolters. We got plasma. Heavy stubber versus heavy bolter. 12 attacks. Recoil 32. What's better? 25% armor penetration. Rate of fire 8, 22. Rate of fire 12. Range better for the heavy bolter. Max ammo. I'll just use heavy bolter for now. And then what else? Calibrated heavy stubber. 3-6, 4-7. I kind of feel. You know what? I can always do multi-multi at a different date. Armor, can't do anything there. And you can't use any helmets, I'm assuming, right, my dude? Let's see here. Actually, you know what? Hold on one second. Blessed Bolt Casing. Single attacks with bolter weapons automatically hit the target. Oh, wait, I don't really need that. We'll probably end the stream in just a bit, guys. Let's see here. Shard of Brilliance, so always if there's when the bleeding for each common effective enemy. Combat simulates, press advantage. Let's see, skill of Purifier. Every time was 2 targets are damaged by the words area attack that where against +5 momentum. Sing a ring. Yes. Provoking attacks of opportunity, pistol weapons, commander's notes. Bonus attack use, shadow field. After using running gun to wear against +15 coverage, no. Where it kills enemy, the Medicaid is increased by 10. Damage, blah, 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 blah. Let's see here. Let's do... What do we have here? 37 wounds. Let's do grenades. Okay, we all set? Okay. Hopefully I can save. May the energies of the material flow into the corpses of the blah blah blah. May the gears resume turning. May the batteries be infused with the blessing of blah blah blah. Erlon the Cruel. Hold on a second. I really need to talk more. My throat is black. Okay. The giant clad in dark crimson armor is in the middle of a sinister litany. His words turning into repulsive ethereal stench and flakes of otherworldly ice. He does not notice your presence. Oh, there he is! Oh, he is not looking worse. He is looking a little bit worse from where? Look at this guy. Like, it's been years since we saw this guy. Conrad Voigtveer. The same cannot be said about Conrad Voigtveer, who stands at his side. His completely mutated turquoise eyes flash upon seeing you. He flinches but remains silent, hesitant to interrupt the ritual. Let's see, 30%. Observe the sinister sorcery at work. Succeeded. You can feel the strings of the surreal force emanating from the sorcerer's fingers and wrapping around the enormous disc of the drill. He is feeding its sacred batteries with his profane magic as if it were the motive force, subjugating the tech priest's creation to his will. Erlon the Cruel. The sorcerer does not turn his head, and his voice rolls over the room. I see you, mortal thing. I sense your meek mind. The sorcerer reluctantly turns his burning gaze upon you. So, you're the one who is so eager to meet me and your own demise? Rejoice, brother Twilight. Today you will become the new road trader. Conrad Voigtveer. I guess he is my cousin too, isn't he? Voigtveer's deformed features twisted in a bloodthirsty smile. Yes, master. I rectify my mistake and reclaim what was stolen. Examine the machine. The platform beneath the sorcerer's feet is the drilling machine. The platform beneath the sorcerer's feet is the drilling machine's massive tunneling shield. This massive, mighty mechanism can gnaw through underground rock, bunker bulkheads reinforced with adamantine, or anything else that might lurk in the planet's depths. The corrupted servants of the Deus Mechanicus scuttle around the heretic, muttering twisted prayers of ignition in attempts to persuade the oversized, majestic beast to awaken and rend the world's flesh. Look at all these guys. There's a lot of heretics in this room. Heretic. I mean, we already knew he was here. You must have been preoccupied with something profoundly important if you paid no heed to me obliterating your army. Erlon the Cruel. Death for the glory of the true gods is a blessed fate for any Buddha. So why would I rob them of it? Every martyr who perishes in their name only empowers their reign. I was tasked with a different mission, to make the Codex Expanse behold the sheer impotence of its most eminent protector. Okay. Once Calcazar's treasure has been stolen, his secret hoards plundered, and his name shamed, the dogs of the false emperor will see the truth. No one will protect them. No one will hear their pleas. Only by bowing to the masters of the Immaterium will they earn their right to live. I don't really care about his name. And what is this treasure you covet so terribly? I will keep this from you so you may perish in the darkness of ignorance. Pathetic. Your master didn't even tell you the reason he sent you to face your death. And neither will I make this poison cup any easier to drink. Have it your way. I'll kill you without a care for why you came here. Thorvald Ironhide, I can tell you have tasted the majority of the scalds. Don't satisfying to kill a foe after shaving him with audible words of scorn. The sorcerer's disdainful voice deteriorates in a feral rasp. When you fall, I will find your soul in the warp and flay clean of this cloak of arrogance and obtuseness you have wrapped yourself in. No more words. Thorvald, you must kill him. Thorvald Ironhide. The wolf lets out a chilling howl and his pack ready their weapons, acknowledging it as an unevocable order to kill. Urlan the Cruel, with a solemn gesture of his hands, Urlan thunders in fury. Let those who blaspheme against the true gods beg forgiveness in vain. Let their lips be sealed. Let their hands be severed. Let their souls be reaped and scourged. Space Marine! Steel Rain, go! Use your meme energy, Space Marines. Oh wow, this is a lot of guys. To battle wolves, don't allow the malefic any respite. Run, Valentius, come! Thorvald Ironhide, a glorious fight awaits. Take heed with the silver-tongued traitor, for he is old, sly, and strong. But by the Allfather, the wolves will spill rivers of his blood today. The horrific displays of the profane sorcery appears to have filled Thorvald with joy and anticipation rather than fear. Have you encountered Urlan before? No, or else his head would not still be attached to his neck. But my pack has heard plenty of his strength and anonymous misdoings. One can see the evidence of his malefactums across the corner's expanse like a bear tracking the fresh snow. We stalked him and looked for a chance to clamp our jaws around his throat, but the craven knows how well to hide behind the backs of his heretical lackeys. It's his face was time to be the main characters, exactly. I will deal with him. You're a brave one, and not easily deterred. Good. Then find a way to reach the tunneling platform while we give the mangy sorcerer something to worry about. Thorvald exchanges glances with his warriors. You can swear they all smile in anticipation of their helmets. I know they're smiling. That's fine. The king actually feels a surge of pride. Reminds him of his doomed homeworld. Halbrats, you stick to the original plan. Take two brothers after Doomscream. Our scouts report they took refuge here in the depths after being defeated in the battle on the approach to the Machine Cathedral. I want to take that unholy tin can that holds the traitor's brain back to Fenris. Good hunting. We won't fail you. The eager specifically lets out a hungry howl. Ow! Ow! Praise tread the hunter's grim and chase the beast in steel and blood. Fangs bared sharp in the thirst of prey. Let the glory cloak their mighty gait. Ow! Doomscream. He hides in the den? Step aside, Halbrand. I will be the one to slay it. I claim this quarry for the baleful howl. If Ulthrite kills Doomscream, will that prove that Baleful Howl lives? If it comes to pass, I'll be the first to raise a cup to the proud name of that ferocious pack. Okay, let's go. We sent to hunt the beast. You seek the best meat hunting, Ulfar Everlost. None are faster and deadlier than the Stormbiters. You will see, young wolf. We will see. Let me with you, warriors. Hellerus, King Yormal Valentius Hodd. Hellerus, Thorvald Ironhide. Cool. Ow, ow, ow! Okay, let's save. Save. And that's it for this week. Because I have a lot to do today. But that was fun. I like that. Okie dokie. Guys. Fair weather friends. Thank you guys very much for attending my stream. Really do appreciate each and every last one of you. You guys are all amazing, beautiful people who deserve all the love in the world. If you haven't already, be sure to like and follow and subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. I really would appreciate you doing so. And just come and hanging out, lurking. If you want to do that, that's totally fine too. Check out our Patreon if you haven't already. Check out our Discord if you haven't already. Check out our social media links if you haven't already. All the links you could ever want. Most of them are going to be pinned in chat or pinned in the description below. And also, they're going to be on our About pages on YouTube and Twitch. Keep in mind, we do dual stream Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm not sure if we're going to have any like complicated schedule next week. But there is a couple things I do want to play. But I'll try my best to do an extra day of streaming. We'll see how that goes out. But keep an eye on YouTube, social media, stuff like that. I'll try to keep you updated on my schedule. But yeah, you guys are amazing. I'll talk to you later. Have an amazing weekend, guys. I will see you sooner rather than later. Bye-bye.